I used to be somebody before that freak Ayuz sent his army south and ruined everything. We had a nice racket going on in the land of the Freelords, or what the rest of the Flanes calls the Bandit Kingdoms. We had a territory we ran, and we hustled and stole what we could from who we could. Sure, we fought amongst ourselves, and I'd just as soon stick my dagger into someone from the Freelords as anywhere else. But we always banded together when an outside force threatened all of our businesses. But all that changed when Ayuz came a-calling. Half of the Freelords joined forces with Ayuz to save their skins, and the other half got wiped out or sent packing to the other lands, or down into the rift. I was no hero, and neither were any of my mates. So after the massacre of Steelbone Meadows, we did what any guys in our situation would have done. We hightailed it out of there. The only problem is that everywhere we went, there were old enemies waiting. After finally getting corralled by the Ernst soldiers, I was left to rot in a dungeon, waiting for them to decide what to do with me. The way the gods look at us, I don't think we're gonna like what it is they have in store.
And we are live. Hey, everybody.
Hello, and welcome to Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, episode 2. I do believe I said that correctly.
Yeah, man.
Or 2. All right, cool. Welcome, everyone, and I'm going to... I don't know why I'm stumbling over the intro. I really should have that probably written down so I could have a smooth transition. But anyway, this is our streaming D&D adventure about returning to the Bandit Kingdoms in the world of Greyhawk. And I guess I'll start off with a little roll call introducing you all to the people and the players that are here this fine evening before I go into the recap of what happened up to this point. And of course, as always, Adam, I will have you be last.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, not a problem. So we're going to start off tonight by introducing the amazing Michael, who will be playing Three Toes. Michael, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're playing.
And now there's a lot of pressure for you to be amazing moving forward.
I know, right? I'm sorry. Be mediocre.
Anything
Michael,
less than amazing is going to be a huge disappointment.
Hi, I am Michael, and I am playing Three Toes. It's just just a regular Joe. Do some farming and so forth. Nothing too major or exciting going on in my world. I'm not sure why I got drug in with the rest of these hooligans, but I'm sure that someone will explain it to me before too long.
Excellent.
I hope.
I like that a lot, actually. Thank you. All right, now we're gonna slide on.
I like that he's playing with a knife while saying that too.
I know, right?
It's actually very appropriate.
It really is. So, right? All right, we're gonna slide over to the left, and we're gonna talk to Steve, who's playing Wyndon. Steve, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about who you're playing.
All right, I'm Steve. I'm playing Wyndon. He is a human fighter, Eldritch Knight. His main goals are self-improvement and accruing massive amounts of wealth and influence. He's along for the ride because he doesn't have much choice at the moment, so he's just going to make the best of it.
Am I the only one that makes it sort of, when Steve says his intro, it's sort of like a 5-step program gone bad? Improve myself, actually. All right, thanks, Steve. All right, now we're going to slide to the left again. We're going to introduce Phil, who is playing Norjo. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Phil, and who you're playing.
Hi guys, I'm Phil. I'm playing Norjor Cragwin. He's a Furbolg druid. His tribe lives in the Tangles, and he's been given a secret quest by his tribe, and he's trying to fulfill that destiny and quest by traveling with this misfit band of would-be heroes, or not really.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd call them heroes, man.
Yeah, more like fist cutters, or
yeah, and we'll get into that. Trust me. Everybody will eventually know. Let's see. I'm going to move my camera a little bit here. See if it adjusts it. All right, and now we're going to go up north from Phil to Jairus, who is playing Raleigh. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and the character you're playing? I think I moved my camera the wrong way. Okay, go ahead.
All right. I'm Jairus. I'm playing Raleigh. He is a half-elf sorcerer. He's a kind of happy-go-lucky, go-with-the-flow, silver lining sort of guy. And very, very happy, nice guy who doesn't let that interfere with swindling you and robbing you blind and maybe leaving you dead if the situation calls for it. So, sorry.
Yeah, kind of like that. And then you apologize. See, everybody's got to love a murderer with manners, right? Okay. Last but not least is, and I know you hate it when I say this, but I'm going to say it anyway, is the producer of the show. That's going to be Adam.
So far,
That's
it's
right.
not. It hasn't painfully gone wrong that anybody's been able to see so far. So today's okay.
And I will hold on. I'm going to cut you off right there for a second. And I will say, anybody who wants to, if you go onto Facebook, okay, there is going to be a Return to the Bandit Kingdoms Facebook page. So you can go on there and you can belittle and berate us all you want. And, just be kind to Adam. He's trying. He's
doing the best you can.
If you have any hints on how to stream these things without screwing everything up, you just let me know.
Now, here's the big thing, though, too. It's like you are like 50,000 times better at that than I am. So there you go.
You just haven't tried.
That's true. Okay, so go ahead and tell us about who you are and who you're playing tonight.
Hey, everybody. I'm Adam. I'm playing Silver Wolf the Ranger. He's had a tough life. He tries to be a good guy, but is prone to fits of violence and anger. His wife and son were murdered by Ayus, so that hasn't helped his situation at all. But otherwise, he's really a peach, really.
Yeah, fun-loving guy.
Yeah.
Indubitably. Okay, so that's all of us. And again, welcome to anybody who's tuning in for the first time. Double welcome. Well, that would be triple. Anyway, to anybody who's watched the audition videos we've had for choosing who would play with us, as well as the session zeros, which we had a couple of those. I know you should only have one, but still we are working out bugs and mechanics. If you've actually seen those, thanks. And you can find all of the previous videos, as well as if they're not here on Twitch, they're definitely on YouTube. So just go to YouTube and you can type in Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, and that pretty much just brings us up. Yeah. So, all right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into a little bit of a what's happened so far in the story up to this point. So, our band of would-be criminals / I don't know, what would be a good way to describe you guys, actually?
No slash, just criminals.
I would say
all right.
Awful people.
Like gang-pressed opportunists.
I like that a lot. Okay.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah, we should put that on like our website.
I think
I'm
so.
assuming they have websites back in Greyhawk, right?
Sure, why not? So our gang-pressed opportunists are basically, there was a war. For those who are not, I'm not going to go super in depth of any sorts. Not familiar with Greyhawk. There was a war. The lands where the characters are all from were conquered by a big evil dude called Ayus. Okay, so the area where they were from, they were refugees. They went to a forest called the Tangles. They grouped up as a bunch of people, decided, hey, this is not the place to be, left from this area, and it proceeded south, trying to go to a land that was free and safe from this oppression, and they were going to a place called County Ernst. Make it there. Some of the players had other reasons to go there. Silver Wolf was trying to deliver the children of friends of his that had died and entrusted them with their children. And some of the other ones were just looking to get out of there. Norjor tagged along for mysterious reasons of his own. and joined the party from Tingles and on the trek through the Bandit Kingdoms into the county of Ernst, escaping the dominated and Ayu's controlled Bandit Kingdoms in Ernst. They parted ways with their wards and charges, and all wound up at a place of a merchant called Red Martin. And Red Martin had been inviting in and collecting all these refugees from the Bandit Kingdoms in the county of Ernst. And for the players seem to find out later on, well, as the county of Ernst soldiers came knocking on the door, and they were all beaten into submission and dragged away. So unfortunately, at that point, due to good old 3-2s, Red Martin died. So after that happens, the players are beaten into submission and blacked out. When they wake up in a jail cell. In a jail cell, in a basically a small prison with others that were not just the guys that were at Red Martin's house and bandits that they had associated with there, but bandits from like all kinds of different places in from around the Bandit Kingdoms. And while they're there, they besides getting into fights with fellow prisoners over the shackled manacles for those who could spellcast, they were all shackled to another prisoner that their job was, is if that person tried to cast, were to beat them into submission so that they wouldn't. And as they were going through the process of beating on each other and cutting people with knives, in comes into the prison where they're being held a fellow by the name of Tobold Gurner. And Tobold has with him a very weird looking, and actually I thought about it too afterwards. You probably felt a slight kinship to this guy, Michael, because he was kind of like macabre weird-esque. So
Well, I'm not weird.
no, not at all. So
And neither was he to you.
Oh no, he's not talking about Three Toes. He's talking about you, Michael.
Yeah. So and along with a bunch of guards with crossbows and what have you, and these guys, these weren't Ernst boys. These weren't uniformed people. These were irregulars of some sort, and they were all informed as they had felt a hollowness within themselves, basically like a hunger within themselves, but it wasn't for food. And it wasn't until Tobold came in and started talking to them all that all the players, all the characters found out that their souls had been taken from them while they were incapacitated. And then they were informed by Tobold that they were going to be filtered back into the Bandit Kingdoms to be a strike force, to be a resistance against the Iusian forces that are there. They're basically being, what's the term? We were what?
Press-ganged opportunists.
Thank you. I'm going to have to write it down or at least go back and watch the episode afterwards so I can remember it. Press-ganged opportunists. They were told they're going back into the to the Bandit Kingdoms to cause trouble and to destabilize the region. After they were told that, Tobold Gurner and his creepy gnome sidekick left, and mysteriously, one of the bandits that was in another cell that was close by was able to unlock their cell. And then they went and they unlocked all the cells, and over half of the bandits that were there left. And the characters decided wisely, in my opinion, to stay, because after those guys had left, there was a loud sounds of combat. And then Tobold Gurner came back with some of his people and congratulated them for passing the first test, and assured them that if they completed their service to him, they are to go to the Bandit Kingdoms, destabilize the region for 12 months, and make it back here before 13th month is over, and before they become undead, they would get their souls back. And that's where we're going to pick up. So basically where the adventure is going to begin this time, it is the night has passed. You guys, the cell doors were left open. And matter of fact, do I still have that? Let me see. I'll go bring that map up for everyone. Okay, and you guys were given the run of the mill here. And basically, it is a small prison keep in which you were being kept. And it looks like I actually still have some guys in there from when I was testing things out. Let's delete those guys. All right, there we are. So basically, about you guys and around 5 or we'll say 6 other of the bandits didn't leave. You guys then were brought downstairs. You were given the run of the place. You were given back all of your weapons and all these different things. You were fed, allowed to sleep in comfortable beds instead of the jail cells. And it is the next day, the next morning. And you guys are all finding yourselves in, let me put some light out here. At least I hope it's light. Oh, that's what I gotta do. There it is. Okay, so there's one. You guys see where I'm lighting up in the mess hall, basically? Is that coming up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
We didn't expect we were actually going to be able to see the map. Don't worry, I don't have it on the video yet, so.
It's all right. I'm working on this. This is, okay. All right. Adam has his struggles. My struggles is look at the dramatic lighting. All right.
On paper, it sounds so cool.
And you know what? Like I said before, every time I go through and try to do everything, it works out fine. When I do all the test stuff, of course. All right. This should probably reveal everything. How's that? Did that work?
We see nothing now.
All we can see is a bunch of torches shining no light. So
All
now I'm going to just put this on full roll 20 so everyone can see.
See my mishaps?
There we go. Yeah.
See
Did
the
Did that
works in
work?
progress. No, this is back to what we started.
We can just see the
with, which is
hallways and like the
one
little
hallway
entryway
and
over
one-
here.
Okay. You know what? I know what I'll do. I'll do the same thing I did last time. Go back up into this one. And where's it at? There it is.
Do
Does
it.
it really matter at this point in time? How's that?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Now
now
we
we
can see everything.
There it is.
Okay, so basically, we're going to come down here. I'm going to ping it. It helps if I put myself on the right thing so I can ping. Yeah, right down here. You see that right there? That's
Yeah, do
that's,
you want to drag
that's
ourselves down there?
yeah. Just go ahead and drag and drop your guys down in there.
So tiny.
Yeah, I had to make some new NPCs. One guy's name is Corwin. And anybody who doesn't know who that is, if you watch the first episode, you'll see what poor Corwin is.
I don't know about poor Corwin. He
Yeah.
kind of brought it on himself.
He really
No,
did.
he was a very reasonable man who had instructions to follow.
I know.
Yeah,
Come
and
on.
we were very reasonable in response, and he decided that he continued his course of action.
Oh, okay.
I mean, and we didn't kill him.
Yeah, I knocked him out intentionally.
You
I could
know,
have just ripped out his
Guys
throat.
did things until he
I was
died.
I
gonna,
could have
like,
cut
knock
off.
some-
I could have cut off both of his hands.
Hey,
I
all I gotta say is this is exactly what I would expect from press gang fanatics. That's all I can say. Okay. All right. Okay, so there you guys are. If you're in there, in there with you, there's a couple of other folks. These guys are going to be pretty big until I shrink them down. So don't. Yeah. They're very big. So don't fuck with these guys.
They look nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, none of them are showing their faces at all. Not suspicious whatsoever.
Well, I mean,
Not-
okay. I am going to point out all of
Yeah.
you guys are from a place in Greyhawk called the fucking Bandit Kingdoms, because
Yeah,
there's a
fair.
lot of real stand-up guys that come out of this area.
I mean, look at Three Toes. He is such a stand-up farmer. You know,
He
like
is,
Exactly.
why can't they all be like Three Toes?
because what kind of adventure would we have?
Like
Is that a
Eldritch
nun?
Horror.
It looks like a nun, doesn't it?
She's the
An
bandit
evil
nun.
nun with
Yeah.
glowing
That's her
purple
thing.
eyes.
Okay, so this is the. Okay, so I'm going with 5 instead of 6. There's 5 of them. You guys don't know any of these guys though.
Oh, so it's Smoke isn't here.
Actually, Smoke is here. I'm going to get to that.
Okay. And our other friends, Michael's friends from last time,
I think they ran last time.
Scurvy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
they
killed,
left.
right? And we were assuming.
Well,
Smokey
we don't know if they died. We just know that we heard combat and we heard that they left.
Right.
Maybe they're being reoriented.
Yeah, that's one way of saying it. Actually, I don't reorientated. I should have really had these guys in place already. I apologize. So, all right, we're gonna just put that guy. This guy right here. That's Smoke, and Smoke is over here with. Put him down here. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, and I got to do that. Yeah. There they are. Those are my guys. That's the guys I want. Yeah, Smokey Kaz and Mathers took off with the exodus of all the other guys that were in the cells. So, and after they, you guys really don't know what happened to them, or for that matter, anybody else right now. So this is basically how the room is set up. You've got this group of 5 over here. These are the other bandits that didn't leave, and then there's your guys. This guy right here, that is Smoke, and then this guy right here seems to be, he's the guy that he was the fella that last night when he came in with when Tobal Gurner came in and there was all the dudes with the crossbows and whatnot. He was the guy that was basically told him the order, and then he turned around and gave everybody else the order. So he's like, you're assuming he's like a captain or something along these lines as far as in charge around here. But that's it. There's nobody up there. Last night when he came in with when Tobal Gurner came in and there was all the dudes with the crossbows and whatnot, he was the guy that was basically. Oh, I'm getting a feedback there.
Yeah.
It might have been
Trouble
me. Is
hearing
it
you,
gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do like my voice, so it wasn't all that unpleasant.
That's actually my secret trick to mute you.
Okay. And then there's one other person here. And I'm going to put hers in right now.
Guys, we're in a high school cafeteria.
So
How am I gonna
They're
sit
like-
with him? So
They've got their
nervous.
little clique over there. We have to go sit by ourselves. We're not cool enough for
Oh,
these
man.
guys.
that's the cool table, obviously.
Yeah. Well, none of them are showing their faces, and everyone knows the less of your face you show, the cooler you are. So.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go sit with the teacher,
it's the emo table.
captain over there.
So, and because Michael wasn't here last time round, essentially what ended up happening, Michael, is like I was saying, is there's anybody who had spellcasting abilities was shackled to another guy. Okay, that guy was another bandit of some sort, and their whole order was if when these people tried to cast, they were going to beat on him. Okay. Raleigh had no problem dealing with his guy because he was kind of incompetent, but Norjor, he was hooked up to a guy named Corwin who was a monk, and so Norjor shape changed and got out of it.
Get the
and then-
shackles off.
correct. And when he did that, Corwin started just beating on him.
Yeah.
So and then Silver Wolf jumped in on it, and basically what ended up happening is everybody beat him down, and then they cut his hand off to make it look like that's how they got the shackle off.
We needed to get the shackle off one way or the other.
Well, the shackle was already off Norjor. So
Well, no, we had to put it back on Norjor and take it off of the other guy.
Oh,
Otherwise, it would
that's
look
right.
suspicious.
That's right. So it
This
didn't look
entire
suspicious.
time, Wyndon was just in the back of the cell with his shackle mate. Like, these guys are just, wow.
Now, Cecil and Clyde, because they didn't leave either. They stayed with you guys when that happened. Cecil and Clyde and like a couple other of the bandits aren't in here.
Okay.
You don't know where they went, but they weren't in trouble. But as far as you guys can tell, this over here is one group of people that is being sent in, and then you guys are being considered another group that will be sent in. So, okay. So that being said, who wants to do what to start off this gloriousness?
Is this dinner, breakfast, lunch?
It's
Where are we?
breakfast. This is
Okay.
the morning.
All right. So.
All right. So I'm gonna walk up to the head of this table
Okay.
and put my hands down and go. Now you look like a fine group of people, but I'm just going to establish right now, I'm the big dog. We're the A squad. You're the B squad. All right, you fall in line, and we're going to get along fantastically. I love your cloak, by the way, there, Red. But I just want to be very upfront and clear with you guys, so there's no misunderstandings. All right, let's have some breakfast.
Okay. With that being said, this guy right here, he pulls out a dagger, and he stands up and he goes, "Oi, shut your hole before I cut it," or something like that. He threatens you with it. So basically, when he does that, and he gets up and he threatens you, this guy over here that you guys know, his name is Captain Marcus. Okay, you've heard it in speaking. He barks out, "Hey, cut that out! Sit down! Put away your dagger! You with the coat full of
glorious.
Go sit down and stop making trouble." Yeah,
I'm not making trouble. I'm making friends, Captain Marcus.
Yeah, that's why the guy was threatening you with a knife. Go sit down.
I didn't feel threatened.
When that happens, I slowly put the dagger back into my sheath where I was in the process of taking it out.
All right.
Just in case things went south.
What do they got for food?
Basically, it's a standard spread. You know, there's like some porridges, some bacon, eggs, that sort of jazz. More breakfast beer.
We're going for some porridge and some
I'll
eggs.
I'll have some of the breakfast beer if that's what they got. I mean, I was hoping for a Bloody Mary, but.
Okay.
What were you told about this morning? Like, what would happen after the morning? Were we told, like, what would...
Yes, basically, you guys are waiting in here. They said you in the morning, you were to go to where you're at, and then you would get further instructions at that point. And since you say that, at that point in time, then we've got Captain Marcus yells out, "All right, you there, your group, come with me." And he points at these guys over here at this table. And they all start shuffling and grumbling and whatnot, grabbing their food and keep going. And you see that Smoke talks to this blonde lady. And this lady is, she's rather tall. She's at least she's 6 foot. Got an athletic build, short blonde hair. She's got scimitars crossed on her back, actually. She's definitely a woman of action of some sort from the looks of her. And she converses with Smoke for just a second, and then he just like nods to her, and then he starts leaving as the rest of these guys are filing out, and she comes walking over towards you guys.
We couldn't hear anything that Smoke was saying to her, I assume.
You can try, sure. Go ahead. Give me a perception roll. Hold on 1 second so I can get to the spot where I need to see. 12. Yeah, you didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
All right. Are we missing 3 toes? Are you? No, there he is. Oh, in the corner.
He's come on. He's not going to be out in the open.
I'm just standing
Oh
over
my
here,
God.
observing, seeing what's going on.
Okay. All right. So this lady comes walking over. Says, "All right. Well, it looks like you fellers are in my charge. My
Smoke
name."
got stuck with B squad.
What?
Smoke, you got stuck with the B squad, right? You got the A squad. Congratulations.
Oh, no, Smoke ain't going nowhere. He was just basically around last night to make sure that everything was okay. That's all. And then Smoke leaves. Steps up. You don't honestly think that, Smoke would get tied up with a bunch of, well, no offense, folk like you. And I'm going to do it. I have to do the roll because this is basically how everybody is. Oh, you know what? I just need to bring out her character so that I can get Where's she at? She's going to be, where's my NPCs? They're here. And where's Jenna? There she is. Okay. And I go ahead and run this down. Because I always have to roll and check to see.
They can see Three Toes.
You got it. Yeah, she's not really paying attention to you, Three Toes.
Good. Just standing back here,
All right. So,
farming.
okay. So these guys over
I
here.
would hate to see your farm, by the way. I feel like your farm
the most
would,
barren.
it would be the thing of nightmares.
Lots of scarecrows on my farm.
Okay, Marcus leads those other guys out. They go. Okay. So anyway, she's looks at Raleigh, right? That's your name, isn't it?
That's me.
Oh,
One and only.
yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna set some things straight right now. Sugar, you are real cute, but don't get on the line. I'd hate to have to slap you down. Now, my name's Jenna Pine, and my whole job. And she starts counting, and then she starts looking around, and she looks over, and she sees you at that point. There are Three Toes. She goes, oh, come on, Sugar. Don't be shy. You can come over here and sit down. I ain't gonna bite you now. And then she just keeps, and whether you come over or not, she keeps talking. She goes, my job is to take y'all across the river and get you back over into the Freelord lands, the Bandit Kingdoms. I'm actually going to be taking y'all to Rookroost. So you're going to have a handler there, and, well, that handler's going to, tell you what you can do, that sort of thing, to be in the fight against IUs. So we're going to go ahead and leave. So I want you all to go ahead, police up your belongings, finish your breakfasts, and then meet me out in the courtyard. We're going to saddle up some horses at that time.
Wyndon will say, Jenna, do you have a soul?
I guess I'm not like you. I'm
That
not.
must,
Yeah,
that
I
must
have.
be nice.
It is. It's not just nice. It's rather nice. Now, all y'all can get your souls back too. Now, I'm just going to say this for the sake of saying it. The only reason you find yourselves all in this position is because you're from that godforsaken land. That's all. So, all right. Well, I'll meet you gentlemen outside then. Ta-ta.
Nordor's gonna say like, as she's going away, is like, home is good.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of
He's
looking
a little,
forward.
he's a little offended. He's a little
I'm kind of
offended
looking
that
forward to
she-
getting back to the Bandit Kingdoms too.
Yeah, insulted his home.
Yeah.
Wyndon
She
doesn't
does-
care.
Really doesn't.
Here, was she rather distasteful to listen to? I don't want to hear her anymore.
Well,
Oh God, she's gonna die.
Yeah, no, that's
I'll cover it. Well,
She's gonna lose both hands.
remember, they've got our literal souls at their beckon, so maybe we should just follow along for now. It sounds like she won't be with us for very long.
I'm not so certain Three Toes ever had one. You know about
Well-
the seat there, don't you, buddy?
So yeah,
Okay.
Wyndon will just finish eating and he's ready to go. He's pretty much packed up.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna take the. I'm assuming the breakfast beer is in some sort of jug or pitcher.
Yes, it's there's plenty of wooden mugs here for you guys.
No, I want like whatever we pour.
Oh, what it was? Oh, pouring it out of? Yeah, that's in the actual clay pitchers. You're gonna take the whole pitcher?
Yeah,
All right, there it
and I'm
is.
just gonna drink from that. As I.
At least tell me you had like a stray piece of bacon or something. at
Oh yeah,
least?
no, I would have eaten. I definitely
Okay,
ate.
I don't,
Yeah.
because I mean, you can drink yourself. Fine. I mean, I don't have
Yeah.
no problem with that. I just want to know how much fun I can have with it. If you know.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it depends how full this. I would have taken a full pitcher and how big it is, and if I drop it along the way or something else happens. But
Excellent.
and
Okay.
how,
Say-
the
yeah.
alcohol content of the pitcher. There's a lot of factors that are going to go into this, but
Yeah. Well,
Good to
I
keep a
assume
clear
you had
head.
a
Well
high
done.
tolerance. A high
yeah. But
tolerance.
I probably would have had. I mean, we didn't have a lot of time here, but I probably would have had about 2 mugs of it already with my breakfast.
Good times. Good time.
I'll
Okay.
actually collect anything that's non-perishable, like hard cheeses or fruits.
There is, and if you want to stock up, because actually, like earlier on, I'll say this part. It's like when you guys first came in here, there was more people in here. There were some of the guards that crossbowed those guys the other night, stuff like that. So these tables still have quite a bit of food on it. So there's biscuits and hard cheese and all kinds of different stuff. So you're able actually to, if you want to, Michael, you can collect at least a week's worth of rations.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll take a little too, and I'll probably fill up with another one of those clay pitchers. Just fill up a water skin full of
Beer?
of the beer, and just so I don't have water anymore. I have a water skin full of beer.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, definitely. There's plenty of stuff, and there's plenty of there were some hams and bacon and stuff. I mean, bacon after it's cooked, that can last a while. So, we'll just say basically for now, you guys got like some excess rations. Every one of you can have, I'll say for the sake of simplicity, a week's worth of rations you pull off here. Because like I said, there was a lot of food because there was a lot of people that were served up in here. So,
cool.
Okay. So at this point,
I'm take some time and just take a look at the knives and other cutlery, looking for anything of value or interest to me. Anything made of silver in here, or
no,
anything,
nothing.
Any really impressive specimens of carving knives, or
We'll just see here. Nah, it's basically it's all basic affair. This is a prison. It is a keep that works as a prison.
They don't keep the good silverware here.
Are there any heavy crossbows on the walls, like a crab?
But there was
scrolls.
There
a magical short sword item would be great. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you guys just make up a list and inform
anything you want. It's there. You found it.
Yeah. And my name is Monty, and I'll be your DM for the night. Now, if you get that,
Monty Hall, man, I got you.
Yeah.
No, not you guys. I was talking about the people watching. If they would have understood what I was saying, it's like, okay, you've been gaming for a little bit. All right, so you guys go ahead, finish up. You pack up your gear. You go out. You get out into the courtyard. Out in the courtyard, there's a lot of those guys that you had seen the night before that were like the irregulars, the dudes with the crossbows. You see that other group that was with Captain Marco. They seem to have some kind of guide, and they're getting on horses. And there's a stable over there, and Jenna waves you guys over, and each one of you gets a riding horse that you can ride. You also are outfitted with another week of rations that are put into saddlebags on the horses, and that's about it. And then with hardly any ceremony to it, you're ushered out the front gates of the prison area. You guys definitely notice as soon as you start to leave, you are not anywhere close to where you were before. You guys, when you were taken captive, were in the county of Ernst, which is a very lush place. It's got a lot of farming. Where you're at seems to be a little bit more rugged. It's still kind of forested. And you can smell the river, even though you guys can't see it yet. Where you were at when you were abducted was not close to the river. You were in the suburbs of Radagast, which is the capital city of the county of Ernst. So basically, you guys go, and your horses are given to you, and Jenna's there. She saddles up and says, "All right, gentlemen, let's move on out."
Well, all right.
Okay.
All right, I'll settle.
So, Jenna, I hate riding horses. Can I ride with you?
Oh, sugar, I don't hate to have to stab you this early into our trek, but if you really, really, truly want to woo me, I am a woman that does appreciate a fine gift. Now, I know it might be hard for you to find one.
Oh, Jenna, this is so embarrassing for you.
For me?
No. I really don't like horses. Norjor, can I ride with you?
I mean, I don't know how my horse is
The
holding
horse
up.
is back, but
I'm
Wait,
really
wait,
just
wait,
trying to
wait,
kill
wait,
you.
Yeah, like how does my horse
He needs
look?
like
Like
an elephant.
I guess
Okay,
technically,
of all the
Norjor
horses,
can actually speak to animals. So
yeah,
Norjor's
got-
feet are dragging along the ground
no, they
on the
gave
back of the
him-
horse.
they gave him like the equal of a Clydesdale. That's what they gave him. So
Fantastic.
you've got a big enough horse to carry your load, and if you so decide, you can carry Raleigh with you.
yeah, Raleigh's Norjor's friend. Norjor's gonna be
Yeah.
fine. He'll nod and be like,
To tell you the truth, of all the guys here, Raleigh's probably your best friend.
yeah, I could see that. That or a Silver Wolf. Silver Wolf had my back in the jail
He
cell.
does. He does. He does. But Silverwolf is also just prone to violence. So you kind of you don't know if he was just taking the opportunity to be violent and it just happened to coincide with helping you. You know, I'm just saying. So
It's equivalent like getting someone a glass of water since you're going to the kitchen anyway.
that's it. That's 100% it.
Yeah, so if you want to ride, Norjor will agree.
Okay,
Yeah.
say it in Georgia speak for me, man. You know I live for
Yeah.
this.
Well, sorry, I said I should sure. I was
That
happy
was
to-
it. Okay, no, you're right.
Yeah. Norjor is not a man of many words. It's like, sure, please get aboard my fine steed.
No,
good sir.
I missed the sure part. You know, that was my
Venture off until tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. It's like, just wait until he starts speaking giant, though. I'm in all seriousness.
Okay, so Jenna just looks and she goes, well, if that's going to be the case, Raleigh, I do suggest that you take your saddlebags off of the horse, and we'll leave that one behind. But you're
Oh
gonna
no, his name is Jeffrey. I already named him. I don't not like horses. I just don't like riding them. Jeffrey's coming with us. He's got my things.
I'll see if I could maybe.
She just shakes her head and starts riding out the gate.
I'll take Raleigh's horse and sort of guide it behind me as much as I can. I figure
Yeah, you guys are not on any kind of feisty animals.
yeah.
They gave you almost nags, so to speak. There's enough life left in these animals to get you to Rookroost. But there's not enough life in these animals to get you running all the way to Rookroost.
Right. That's why I figure I might need an extra horse at some point.
Excellent. All right, so you guys make it out of the gates, and wherever you're at is definitely rural. Like I said, the topography is different. As a matter of fact, I need to go and take a look here. I just want to double check of. And if anybody out there needs an awesome map of the world of Greyhawk, I will say right now, all you have to do is a Google search of Anna Myers. And Anna Meyer, Google Greyhawk map, you'll get everything you need and more.
Thanks, Anna Meyer.
Yeah, shameless plug right there. And of course, the first thing that comes up is not an Anna Meyer map, but I'm going to click on it and just take it. Oh, don't give me that crap. That's not what I want. Oh, it
To
is.
ride along, I drift further and further back behind the rest of the party.
Okay. How far back are you going to go?
Well, I keep everybody in sight.
Gotcha. So basically, same old. Okay.
Why?
Gotcha. Now, like I was saying before, the where you were at in the county of Ernst is definitely a very that's what I need right there. Okay. Oh, that's his. There it goes. Okay. So it's definitely flat plains, a lot of farming land in county of Ernst. Okay. Where you're at currently is a lot drier of a topography. It sort of reminds you of you're familiar with the open plains and whatnot of the Bandit Kingdoms, and where you're at is very similar to that. It's a little more wooded where you're at right now. Okay, that's what I needed to see. Okay.
I'm gonna ride and lead horse number 2 toward the front where I assume Jenna is.
Correct. She is leading the way.
Try to, ride alongside to her and just ask, how did you get involved with this group?
With this group.
I'm talking about Tobald and his group.
Oh, Tobald and all them. Well, they recruited me because, you see, I've have a long history of knowing the area in the Bandit Kingdoms. My father actually was one of you ruffians, but I, being of a little bit smarter heritage on my mother's side, obviously, have worked primarily with the people out of the county. Essentially, I guess what you could call me is a counterinsurgent. I used to lead, your people used to come a raiding and cause fire and death, and then I would lead retaliatory raids back into the kingdom. That's what I did. So I have a long history of killing your folk. And she smiles at you. It's a genuine smile. If you don't get the fact that she's trying to be a bitch to you or anything like that, she just, she's actually still quite very pleasant.
I don't really take offense, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, you got to do what you have to do. And if you were defending you and yours, then I'm not gonna judge you unfairly.
Yes. Now, as far as Tobald goes, well, you know who Tobald is, don't you? Well, you're a bandit. What would you know who Tobald is? Tobald has connections in the county. Let's just put it that way. He doesn't have an official position, but he has the ear of the Countess, if you know what I mean.
What's his end game here? There has to be more than just wanting to defeat Ayuz, because there's other ways to do that rather than round up, a bunch of bandits like us and force us into doing something we would have done anyway.
She actually gives her a laugh. I'm sorry. I'm not sure where you're from within the Bandit Kingdoms, but most of the fools that I know that come from those lands, well, they're either doing one of two things right now. They are working for IUs or they're hiding from IUs. So this "we would be doing it anyway" sort of march is I don't really buy that at all. So no, we're just taking advantage of situations right now. I mean, IUs is, well, he's not going to stay peaceful forever. He's going to march again, and when he marches, he's going to march south, or he's going to march into Fjorandi again. There's a lot of places, and well, frankly, there's only one river that separates y'all from us, and well, we don't like that. We don't want that anymore. So, yeah.
Still, I find it hard to believe that his intentions are completely altruistic, and I also don't know that that I would put all of my faith in a sellsword leading a bunch of bandits that you don't like or trust. So,
oh, honey, you just don't understand. It's perfect. See, what's happening here is we're taking a bunch of scoundrels, to be polite, and we're just releasing you onto something that's even worse than y'all. That's all. And there's nothing that's ever going to happen. The Auzians won't know. Because if anything, we could just kill you if we wanted. And if that happens, well, So you're just supposed to be instability. You're supposed to kick the hornet's nest, so to speak. You're supposed to keep them guessing. Now, that's not my job. I don't know how that happens. When I deliver y'all in Rookroost, they'll take care of that.
It's been a pleasure. Jenna.
I wish, honey, I could say the same, but frankly, yeah, you are a very handsome man, though, and maybe if circumstances were
I
different,
ride off.
and you weren't.
I'm so glad I'm way back where I am and can't hear any of this. Yeah.
Nordor can hear it, but he snorts while she's talking and just like says to Jairus, who's I guess right behind him on his horse, "Stupid plan."
You mean Raleigh?
Yes, Raleigh.
Who is this?
Jairus is our player. All right. Yes, stupid woman.
This
So-
lady is
No,
sensational.
Stupid plan. The woman is fine or whatever. It's a dumb plan.
And meanwhile, Raleigh is not stopped the whole time. He's like, and that's the third time I fell in love. Spoiler alert, it does not end well.
Okay, so at this point in time, we are going to let's get onto a different map here. As you guys are riding, it's a light wooded area that gets a little bit thicker. Like I said, even when you left out of the keep where you guys were being held prisoner, you could smell the river. And as you've been riding, and you haven't been riding for very long, it's basically about half hour's worth of ride, and you start to hear the river. And let's go ahead and move it over to bloop bloop. Here we go. All right. What I want you guys to do for me is to go ahead and drop your. You guys can all see this map, I take it, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to ping over here. It's going to be to the far right. Do you see where I pinged?
Oh, do
Do
it
it
Do
one
it
more
again.
time.
Do it again. There's
There
another
you go.
ping
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Got
All
it.
right, okay. So I want you guys to go ahead and drop your tokens over there. Okay. So at this time, you guys have you hear the river. It's rushing and well, not rushing, but it's louder. Jenna comes, ties off the horses onto some of these trees, and then starts motioning for you guys to follow her. And she's like, "Well, gentlemen, unfortunately, this is where we're going to have to leave these horses for now. Go ahead and take off your saddles and take off your saddlebags, and then you can bring your saddlebags with you, and then we will go ahead and be progressing forward from here."
Oh, and
Goodbye
Will,
forever, Jeffrey.
just as a point of confirmation, Nordor, when we were riding out from the keep and heading all this direction, he's been paying attention to his surroundings. He has excellent memory for geography, so he'll be able to remember everywhere that he's been going.
Gotcha. Not a problem. And basically, too, for a fact that you're not even in the same part of the. You're a lot further along. Is there a There's not really a. Give me a survivalist check. That's what I want. Or a nature check. Either or would work. All right, hold on. Let me
Pretty good.
check. What'd you get to? 18. Yeah. Norjor, you actually know for a fact that you're not. You are a lot farther away from where you originally were.
Okay.
Where you guys were at Red Martin's in the county of Ernst, you're not there anymore. You're probably hundreds of leagues away. Oh, we lost Michael.
At least it wasn't just...
Oh, not 3 toes.
At least it wasn't just me this time.
Nope.
Why, cruel world?
Okay. So basically,
So the place that we were at previously was technically in the Bandit Kingdoms or just on
No.
the fringe of it.
No. Basically, what happened is you left the Bandit Kingdoms. You came to the Artonsamy River. Okay, the Artonsamy River is really big, really long. It's actually even on this map here, it's woefully small compared to really what it is as far as its size. and it goes, and it is the southern and eastern border of a big chunk of the Bandit Kingdoms. You guys went south, crossed over the Artansami River into the county of Ernst. This is not that area at all. You know you're a lot further away than where you were before.
Okay.
Just from your knowledge of what you saw when you took that trip down south using that same skill that you had. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So now, there she is. Okay, so Jenna starts leading you guys out of the woods and over to where there's a bunch of boats. There's these 3 boats that are there. It's like, gentlemen, go ahead, find a partner. We're going to team up. We're going to take these boats. We're going to get us across the river here. On the other side of the river, there's your homeland. You can all say goodbye to 10.
All right. I'll go with Jenna. I'm really good at boats, Jenna.
But not horses.
No, I don't like horses. Well, I don't like riding horses. They're majestic creatures.
Okay, so she looks at you and goes, well, all right. Get your muscles on and help me pull this boat out over towards the shore.
I'll go with Silverwolf.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I've been eyeballing her for a little while, checking out the quality of her clothes and looking for a coin purse.
Oh, she's definitely got a purse on her.
Okay.
Quality of her clothes. This is a woman of action. She's got a dagger in a boot, a dagger on her waist. She's got the crossed scimitars in a rig across her back. She's got a couple of scars. Nothing anything major, but like you can tell by her hands. You know, she's got some scuffed up knuckles.
Sure.
She's got a small scar over on her right cheek, but she definitely seems like she knows what to do with those things. You can tell the way she walks. She's got kind of a fluid, elegant, almost dancer-like walk to her, you know? So, just saying.
All right. Is her coin purse on her hip?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to help her drag the boat over.
So, is Three Toes coming? Because he's just rolled stealth, so I'm.
You have no idea then.
If anybody knows,
I mean, if he gets into the boat, he's not stealth.
So
but if he's gonna stay behind those bushes, he's obscured. So
He's just hiding. He's hiding directly behind you.
Right. So, okay. Well, at this time, Michael is Three Toes hiding.
Yeah, I just I got off the horse, kind of stepped behind some bushes, and just kind of hanging out there, watching everybody leave.
Okay. She's looking around. Okay. Now you did catch the part where they have your soul in a soul jar, right?
I don't think I care.
Okay.
I'm here and I'm now. When I'm not here and now, it's not relevant to me, really.
Oh, okay.
I knew it.
There might be another character. Yeah, dude, if that happens though, Three Toes is becoming an NPC and I'm using the hell out of it. All right, so Jenna starts pulling the boat. Wyndon and Silverwolf are pulling a boat.
Yeah.
So
is this like a canoe or like a rowboat?
No, these are like small rowboats.
Okay.
They could fit 3 people a piece, but there's going to be 2 of you. So 2 of you, and then whatever your baggage would be. So I'm just going to make I should probably roll that on her thing. Yeah, she doesn't seem to be paying any attention whether or not you're there or not. So, which pretty much goes in line. Like the entire time when you guys were riding out here and whatnot, she never was like keeping an eye on you. She never even really turned around. You know, it's like, you guys are coming or you're not coming, you know? It's basically how it works. Okay.
Mordred's dragging his boat alone. He doesn't really care. I mean, he's got a powerful build, so he can carry it pretty easily. And
Right? Yeah, which is totally fine. All right, let me go down here and move some stuff. Okay, so as you guys are getting your boats closer towards the shore, You notice at first that there's a couple of river galleys. I don't know if you guys already saw that. I'm sure you did. Down here at the south in the river.
Yes.
Yeah. These are now the Artensimi River is flowing south, so they're coming against. Okay, there's actually oars out in the water. Okay, so these guys are being rowed, and so it's not they're going against the current, so they're a lot slower. And the sails are down because the sails aren't helping them at this moment. Each one of these boats have essentially 8 oars. You got 4 on each side, right? These guys are rowing up the sea. And Jenna, when she gets to the shore with you guys, she takes a look down and looks at them. She goes, "Well, those won't be any problem. Those there, gentlemen, are Ernstian boats being taking supplies up to the Red Span and the rebels and whatnot up there fighting for the freedom of 10. That's what real men are doing.
Sure.
Fighting Ious.
Sure. Yeah.
Willingly fighting Ious. At that time, okay, so now I want you guys to go ahead and roll me perception. Everyone, of course, except for Three Toes, because he's too far away. All right. Raleigh's too busy looking at a purse.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody else, you notice at this time, on the opposite side of the bank, you see those other boats that are over there? Yeah, which I probably should have hid, but it's all good. They are being pulled out by orcs.
Oh shit! I let an arrow loose at one of them.
That's racist.
Yeah.
Racist.
You know,
And-
orcs are the natural inheritors after humans.
Yeah. Well, even so, I let an arrow fly.
All right, we're
I
gonna.
was reading Mordenkainen's earlier.
Oh, did you get it already?
Philosophy in
I
there.
just
Yeah,
got. I haven't.
yeah.
Had, I looked through it quickly, but I haven't had a chance to read through it.
I haven't got mine yet. It's in the mail. It's coming. But is that basically? Do you guys get the PDF versions? Is that why?
No,
Or just-
no, I just
You
got
got
the
the-
hardcover.
Hardcover, yeah.
Well, why do you guys have yours and I don't have mine? That's a bunch of bullshit.
I'm taking my maps and I'm going home.
Right? So was that? Is it pretty good? I was just talking with Jairus earlier about it. It's like I started going flipping through Volos again. And I was like, holy crap! There's all kinds of like new monsters and shit up in this thing. I was like, oh, I really didn't pay much attention to this when I got it because I was like, oh, there's the new player character races because I haven't been running for a while, so I wasn't looking for that crap. Okay.
The only downside to the Mordenkainen's monster list is that it's mostly high level stuff.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Everything's high
You're
levels.
not going to have like 15 level 15 plus characters. You're not going to be able to use most of it.
There's a lot of CR even a half in there though, and there's definitely CR 25s and stuff. But there's anyway, I think we're off a topic.
Yeah, meanwhile, he's just spawned like 2 dozen.
Yeah.
Are you sure you loosed an arrow? Look at those numbers.
Yeah,
yeah, he did.
and I did. Absolutely, I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even seeing
So-
there could be another 50 of them. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he sees blood. He's at it. Okay, so basically what happens is you got these 4 boats with orcs, and they're just streaming out of the woods on the far side of the bank. All right, and Jenna, she sees them at the same time as everybody except for Raleigh because he's staring at stuff. And he goes, "You gotta be fucking kidding me." All right, gentlemen, whether you like it or not, your first assignment is going to be to help me to kill them fucking orcs so those supplies can get up the red span. That's one thing I hate. I hate fucking orcs.
So they're not yours then.
Of course they're not my orcs. Why would they be my orcs?
I don't know. Why anything?
Okay, at this point in time, let's see. The hell was
And
that? Is that your arrow?
Is it apparent to us
I-
that they were moving the boats towards the river, or are they coming out of the river?
No, they're not coming out of the river. They're coming out of the forest towards the river. You
And
can
they're
basically,
are they moving the boats with them?
yeah,
or are they
yeah,
just
they're moving
walking?
the boats with them. So
Okay.
basically, you can see, you can pretty much deduce what's happening. Okay, they're upriver. Okay, these boats down here, these supply boats, are rowing up the river. They're just
They're
going to
try
put in,
raid the boats, basically.
they're going to put in up here, and then they're just going to come down to down here. That's all.
And do
Okay,
they see us?
that's a good question. Because they're not really trying to pay attention, but you guys are like all out in the open there.
I shot an
something.
arrow at them as soon as I saw
Well,
them.
not all of us.
Well, they don't see Three Toes.
Nobody sees Three Toes.
No.
Who is this Three Toes?
Yeah, who is Three Toes?
Does anyone else have a problem with seeing Phil on the Skype?
No, I see Phil fine.
Yep, I got him.
Yeah, all I see is a.
Yeah, I don't see Phil or Adam actually. I just see
I
static
see
images.
both of you. I see
Yeah,
everything.
I see
Oh,
everything.
Adam does move.
Yeah, I
He
was just,
like,
I was
"So
just, I
Phil."
was just being very still. I was channeling my inner Three Toes.
Okay. So I'm gonna get a couple of rolls here. We'll see what's up. All right. Oh, is that not gonna do it? Ah, I hate that crap when it does that. Do I got to pull it and drop it? Is that what it is? Yeah, it's exactly. That was my fault. Okay. Pay no attention to my internal monologue. Okay, I'm just gonna
external
get.
monologue, really.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, see, exactly. All right, I'm just going to do a couple of rolls right quick to see if any of those guys notice you, because they're pretty intense on those boats.
That one doesn't notice us.
Oh, one of them does.
Shit.
Yeah, that's all I needed. So, okay, what ends up happening is one of the guys. That's all I was going to roll right there. Okay, one of the guys hollers and points, and we're going to say for the sake of arguments, it's these guys right here. Okay, so who were you shooting at, Adam?
I guess this guy probably directly across the way.
Okay, so let's see, how far is that from you?
I don't know. I
Let's
would
take
move up if I don't have enough. I got enough. Yeah, that's fine.
120. Okay, and
Yeah.
that's still within range, so you're not going to have a.
Right. Yeah, it's a longbow, so I'm fine.
Okay, go ahead, and you got a
15. I rolled for 10 damage.
that hit him. That hit him. All
So
right.
ignore
Okay.
the 5 there. But yeah, I don't even say anything. It's just as soon as I see him, I just take out
You
the
just walk
bow
up.
and fire.
All right, Jenna at that time goes, "I like your gumption." All right, now we're gonna need to roll an ish, everybody. Let me pull that out. I should have had that already.
And Phil,
Let me
while
go-
we're doing this, can you do me a favor and just maybe log out of the just the video and then try to click the video back on?
Okay.
There we go.
Let me go in and do everybody's. I thought I had done this before, but obviously not.
I'm
Okay.
assuming Three Toes has the alert feat since he has a +8.
Who's that? That's Raleigh.
Wow, +8's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got to have alert to have that. I mean, there's no, or some magic item, but
Okay. Did I do that right? I guess not. I'm gonna move that boat.
Yeah, I do have alert. Yeah,
There
it
it is.
makes sense if you're an assassin. So
yeah. I'm a farmer.
Yeah.
yeah, farmer of souls.
LinkedIn. All right, I'm just putting your guys' names in here so that we know who's what. This should stay, I would hope, after this point, because I did this last time. Three Toes. That guy. So who am I missing? Looks like just Silverwolf. He was in there, just had to hit show. Raleigh's still not showing. I don't understand.
And I still don't have Phil's video.
Oh, did it go away again?
Yeah, it never showed up. It looked like it was starting to show up, but it never actually did.
All right, so then just one more. I just need to add Jenna into the mix. Okay.
And just turn it on and off again. Does that help?
Okay, so the orcs. Let's see what kind of initiative these guys are getting here.
Once we finish initiative, maybe before we start the actual battle, do we want to take like a 2-minute break so we can figure the
Yeah, we'll
video
definitely
there?
take a break right quick. Let everybody get situated, refill your drinks, what have you. Well, what happened to Jenna's thing? I probably got rid of. Okay. Well,
Are
where'd
we
the
on break
orcs
then?
go? Yeah, why don't you guys go ahead? We're gonna go ahead and take a short break then. We'll get everything figured out on our end, and then we'll be back, say, like in 5.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. So hold tight.
And we are back. Hey there, everybody. Thanks for waiting.
All right, thank you, and welcome back to Return to the Bandit Kingdoms. Where are? Gosh, all right. I'm gonna write it down now. Because I keep forgetting. And it's called what again? You guys are a bunch of what?
Oh, press ganged opportunists. Is that what you're saying?
Yep, press ganged opportunists. Dude, that's gonna go on a t-shirt. That's all I gotta say. All right, so at this point in time, you come dragging those boats out down towards the shore. You see all these orcs coming. They're getting ready to go after those Ernst supply galleys. Lone Wolf. Sorry, Lone Wolf. Silver Wolf, you shoot off an arrow, which gets one of these orcs really good. Okay, so we have gone into initiative, and Jenna starts off, and her initiative is pulling the boat down to the shore. Raleigh, you are still participating in that, correct?
Yep.
Okay. She pulls it down, and she puts it into the water, and she jumps right in. Let me try and get her. Hold on a second. Let me try and get her. Get off of that.
Hey,
All right, screw it. She's going to be right here for now. Here's your guys' boat. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it. Okay, so Jenna's boat there has a red dot. Okay. I'll put a dot on this one. There's a blue dot on that one. And then this one right here has a green dot. Okay, there's your boat, Nojar. I put it next to you. You guys can all move those boats, right?
No.
Right?
No, I can't.
You
No.
can't? Right, then that's my fault. Let me
it could be a little game we play where I move myself into the water and then you have to keep a boat underneath.
for the sake of argument, that's exactly what we're gonna do because I don't want to have to be bothered with trying to figure that out right now. I want to get into the combat. Okay, so Jenna pulls out the boat, pulls it down into the water. She gets onto the boat itself, and it just gets into the water. So that's gonna be the full action. All right, Silverwolf.
Okay, I am going. That guy is still up, I'm assuming, that I shot, right?
Yeah, he took it straight in his chest like a champ, but it's kind of hard to tell how bad you hurt him because he's an orc. You know, and he takes it, and a lot of orcs get off on getting in pain. So
He's also 100 feet away at least. So.
Yeah. He's got those elven eyes, because
Oh right.
he can see pretty clear down that way.
And
So
I'm
he's-
pretty used to hurting orcs too, so I'm going to fire
sword?
another arrow at the same guy. Oh yeah, for 6 points of damage.
Yeah, actually, that drops that dude. He's gone. So I'm just gonna delete him out. Boom. That was the right guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the right one.
Okay. It doesn't stop. He drops, but the other guys are still moving like it's nobody's business. So
All right.
okay. All right. At that point in time, let's see, Silverwolf, who's Wyndon, and you are both have that green boat right there.
Yeah,
So-
so we'd be right around there, I guess, somewhere.
Yeah. So basically, Wyndon, you're pulling this boat on your own, and you're not a strong guy, right?
Not really.
Yeah. So basically, he's not helping you. He's just shooting.
Yeah.
So I just putting that out there. Okay, Norjor.
Yeah. So Nordstrom will.
I just noticed your knife, Michael.
So Nordjor will cast a flaming sphere,
Ooh, okay. What's the distance on that sucker?
60 feet, and then which will make it appear floating above the water. And then I will ram it with my bonus action into the guys up here. So it's basically like right around here.
Now, here's the only question I have before you even cast it. We're gonna take a look at this right quick. If you were now a flaming sphere, how does it move?
It floats. It's just like a floating flaming sphere.
Okay. All right, then if it
Just drop this ball of fire into the water.
Yeah, it's not like a bowling. It's not a bowling ball of flame or anything.
Okay,
It's literally a floating,
Yeah.
and you move it.
Okay, because if it floats, we'll say it's just basically it appears above the water. The water beneath it, of course, starts steaming and boiling and whatnot. So a cloud of steam starts coming up from out of it. But okay, where are you going to drop that sucker?
Sorry, let me redraw it. It's basically just like 60 feet from me. It doesn't really matter. The specifics aren't that important. It's basically right around the shore, almost the shore at their side.
There. You know what? I think I can put some kind of special effect out there.
I'm sure you can.
You have power.
Yeah, but let's.
I think that there's a difference between I'm sure it's possible and I'm sure Will can.
I know. There's two different things with that. That's for damn sure. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Seriously, it's all they're gonna give me. That's a load of crap right there. So basically, what we're gonna end up happening here. Oh wow, those are cool. I didn't know I had those. This is what we're gonna use. That's it right there, baby.
Okay, a flame skull.
Yeah.
Guys, I had created a flame skull. I'm a conjurer now.
That's fantastic.
Cool.
That's
All right.
good. See if you can move it. You might not be able to.
I don't think I can.
Man. What do I do to make you be able to move that? It's under advanced, I know. Sight. That doesn't do me any good. Okay. Anyway, just tell me where you want it moved, and I'll move it when it's on your turn.
As my bonus action, I can move it up to 30 feet. I'm gonna move it right up here to ram it into the orc right here, along with the boat, like basically just where it is. The orc, but like right above the boat or on top of the boat or whatever you want to say. It happens there.
Okay, now the orc's going to get a saving throw against that, correct?
Correct. It is a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. All right, so we're going to do that. Which your Doomahigger, I don't think that's going to make it, is it? He's going to get hit.
Yeah, he's gonna get hit. It's 13.
Okay. 13 points of damage?
No, sorry. The 13 was my DC, so failed it. But
Stop
here,
it.
I'll roll the. He takes 11 damage. 11 fire
Nice.
damage.
So this big ball of fire just starts rolling, floating across the as it floats, the steam comes billowing out from underneath it, and then it goes up onto the shore, and then it just keeps steaming as it's going, and it rolls up, and then this guy here, he's basically trying to like maneuver the boat out of the way, but the guys behind him are like really intense on getting a boat to the shore. I mean, into the water, and so like he doesn't make it in time, so he tries to get out of the way, and it doesn't work. And next thing you know, I'm on fire, but he's not dead. Now the other two guys, you said 11 points, right?
Correct.
Okay.
They don't take the damage. It's not AOE.
No, I'm just saying it's just the one guy.
Yeah,
But it does start to hit the boat, and they're gonna stop. So basically on their turn though. Three Toes, it's your turn. You're killing me, Michael.
I assess the situation and move up to about here-ish,
Okay.
and then I hide again.
Okay. I'll allow you to keep the same stealth roll. That's fine. I mean, you haven't done anything. All you're doing is traveling now. There's nobody really looking for you. There's no real reason for you to do anything else. And you rolled high enough, so that's completely fine. All right, Raleigh.
All right, so
I'm sorry. I need to put in here one other thing. I did not add these guys. And
An ancient blue dragon.
No. Both.
Ancient. They don't even. An adult blue dragon would wipe us at this point, man.
Yeah.
I'll be turning and running the other way.
What do they call the kid dragons? They would beat you guys
Like a
down too.
wormling.
Like, yeah. Okay. What? This is all out of order. Hold on a second. I'm going to readjust it, and then I'll just go through the order. Jenna went, Nordra went, Silver went, Three Toes went. We're on Raleigh, right?
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So can I run across the little rowboat and make a dive into the water?
No,
Like
what do you
a-
mean
like
by
a-
what? Because
Does
basically
that
this is
count as
what
a
happens.
10-foot running head start so I can make a log jump?
Oh, dude, that's not happening on the boat.
Oh, come
She-
on, let him do it. She's holding it.
Now this is what I'll allow. This is what I'll allow. Okay, so she pulled the boat down. She she birthed it into the water and jumped in, and you were helping her bring the boat down still, correct?
Right.
Okay, so I will allow you to be on the back of the boat and you can run, but here's the thing. You're going to need to give me an acrobatics check because you're going to have to, for one, there's like seats and stuff that you kind of like, you're high stepping and trying to get, speed as you're going.
Sure.
And you got to get around Jenna then to dive in. Otherwise, you're not going to have momentum. So go
All right.
ahead.
Or no, kick her in the face.
That could happen on the roll. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah,
So-
I'm okay with that. I'm making
Yeah, I'm
no
okay with
efforts to not. Like, if it's between falling off the boat or stumbling and kicking Jenna, I'm kicking Jenna. I'll be very clear about my priorities here.
Yeah, she loves you too. Yeah, you do it. Sure.
Woo! 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're out there. Go ahead.
All right. So as I do, I run by her and I yell, "Boats are for pussies!" Dive into the water and
All right.
take a full move, like my movement and my action, to swim as far as I can across this river.
Now you don't have a swim speed, so that means that your movement's going to be at half.
Right. That's right. That's why I'm doubling up.
You get doubling up. Okay. Cool. All right, then you're good to go. So then that'll be it. And let's see,
Right,
Wyndon, you're trying to pull the damn boat.
Not
right
anymore. I drop the boat, I whip around, take out the crossbow, and I'm gonna do a sharpshooter shot on this orc right here.
Ooh, sharpshooter.
Give it to me. Oh yeah. Now, Silver Wolf, I'm gonna point this. This is how you do it. Okay. Because that guy died just like that.
That's fair.
Out like a light.
And
That's
that's
fair.
it. Yeah, I'm not gonna move or anything. I'm just gonna be reloading and ready to go for the next round.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm impressed looking at that.
He is impressed too. Okay, so the orcs' turns. These two guys right up here, they stopped because, well, there's a flaming sphere that's starting to catch the boat on fire. Both of these guys are going to back up, and the guys who noticed you was this group right here. So at this time, these two guys are freaking out, but I am going to give some orcs some more chances to notice that there's a bunch of punks across you guys across the river there. Let's see here. Oh, you got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah, so basically none of the other orcs seem to really care. It's just these guys right now. So these three guys back away, okay? These two guys here, on the other hand, they're pulling out longbows. They stop bringing their boat down, and they're going to shoot across the river at. Let's see. Oh wow! There's 6 of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're gonna go in descending order. Starting Norjo, you're gonna be number 1.
Okay.
Okay. Bloop. Who are they going to shoot at?
Yeah,
3.
awesome.
And then it's going to shoot at 4, which is going to be. Oh, you know what? They wouldn't see 3 toes, so it's going to be Jenna. All right. So you're not even included in the count, so I'll have to do that roll 20/RD5 roll next time. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do the first shots, and hopefully, okay, this is going to say javelin, but it's actually longbow, so just deal with it. Okay.
Is this coming at me, or who is this coming at?
Yeah, this is yours. It's coming at you.
15 will unfortunately hit. Okay, yep.
Okay, so he just shot over there with a longbow, and he hit you.
All right.
Okay, and now here's going to go the one against Jenna. Yeah, he completely missed her because she's so cool.
I mean, she's the expendable one.
No, well, let's think about this rationally.
I
If
mean,
she
in
really-
her opinion, we're all expendable. I get that.
Yes. Oh, yeah. But what would happen
I'm saying for our purposes.
Now I'm just gonna I'm gonna paint a quick picture. What if Jenna dies? You guys,
We don't know where to go.
You don't know what to do. You don't know
Our souls are forfeit.
Nordjor can find his way back, and I'm pretty good in the woods, so.
And I don't care.
And then and you know why? And you know why Three Toes doesn't care? Because Three Toes heard what happens after the 13th month. He becomes undead, and he's actually really turned on about that.
Looking forward to it.
Right. Okay. So now we're going to go down, and let me just do the rest of these orcs here. So those guys stop. These two boats are setting in. Okay, so all of these orcs are with these boats here. So they have made their way into the water at this point in time. Okay, and now we're going to do the boats. Now these boats here, they make it to about here before they're like, holy shit, there's a bunch of orcs coming over here. So they're actually starting to, towards the end of their movement on the turn, they're starting to veer towards, you can see that they're starting to turn, they're going to try and bank. They're going to try and come over to the bank over here on this side. Okay. All right. Jenna, forced to row a boat by herself. And I have to say, Raleigh, I got to say, Raleigh, your move's not that good. You're about right here, dude. Because what's your move, 30? You got 15. You basically can swim for 15 feet.
Well, he was moving it. He was dashing as well.
Oh, that's
so
true.
I
So
think he was getting a total of about 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. Wait. Let's see. All right. Do it again. Let me see.
So maybe like right about here.
Yeah, right there. So close. You were close. I only say that because Jenna's pissed that you're not rowing. Okay. Jenna gets in here and she rows across and she gets it basically about there. Okay. She makes it halfway across. All right, Nordjor. Nordjor, did I skip you last time? Did you not go into the water?
No, Nordjor was just standing on the bank. He's like weaving a spell, concentrating
right.
on.
Yes, you did the flaming spear. My bad.
Yeah, so I don't know if I need to roll damage on the boat because
don't worry about that. Just tell me what you're doing with the flaming spear first.
Okay, I'm gonna move it.
It did hit the flaming spear. It did hit the boat, and that was the 11 damage. But here's the thing: a flaming spear. Okay, it hits the boat. The chances of it igniting if you just automatically make it leave are a lot less than if you burn the boat for a round. Just gonna throw that out there.
Yeah, no, that's why I was pointing out. It basically, you have the boats having a turn. I don't know if you actually mean they have a turn, but the words of the Flaming Spear spell, I can link it to you, says, if a creature ends its turn within 5 feet of the spear, it must make another dex saving throw or take damage. So the boat technically should be getting burnt. I don't know.
Okay,
maybe.
no, that's totally cool. So it looks like let's put it this way. It's on fire right now.
Excellent. I'm a pyromaniac all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's all about that. So I'm going to use my 30 feet of movement with my bonus action. Oh, that's like almost perfect. Yeah, I'm going to just ram it into this first orc over here, so it's right above this boat as well.
All right, cool. We're going to move that guy right about there. There it is. Okay, so
dex save throw.
For these two dudes right here, let's see what happens.
Just one. It can't hit more than one at a time.
Oh, okay, so just we'll say the first guy. Okay, so it's going to take half damage here.
Yep.
All right.
Man, you rolled another 11.
Yeah,
Nice.
I know. only good on those.
Let me move this right quick. Okay, so all right. Yeah, I'm going to put that there right there. Okay, cool. And did you have anything else you were doing, Nordjor?
So I have an action and movement. What would it take to get the boat out and be on it? Would I need both my action and my movement?
No, let's put it this way. If you get in, okay, your action's going to be birthing the boat.
Okay.
I am using the correct terminology, right?
Your guess is as good as
Yeah,
mine.
right.
Come on,
Something
there's
like
a
that.
nautical one amongst
Yeah,
when you give
ERTH.
when you give birth to a boat,
Anyway,
when two boats love each other very much.
You see, son, there's girl boats, there's boy boats, and all right. So all right. So this is what's gonna happen. You for your turn, you get the boat out you berth it into the water, no problem. Then you can use your move. I'll say rowing the hell out of it, and I'll put you right about there. Okay.
Okay, I'm
So-
comfortable with that. That's fine.
Yeah, just go ahead and put yourself next to the boat because basically the bonus action is just sending the sphere to go wherever it's going to go.
Okay.
All right. That being said, we're going to go to the angry one. Silverwolf, it is your turn.
Yep. I'm gonna use my movement and run here. I'm gonna shoot an arrow at this guy there. Or
Okay.
who's rowing the boat? This guy in the middle?
We're going to say the two guys in the middle. Yeah.
All right,
exactly.
well, I'm gonna shoot at this guy then.
The guy at the front or
The guy in the middle rowing.
rowing? Oh, you're one of the rowers. Okay, not a
Yeah.
problem. Go ahead.
18 hits, I think, for only 7 because he wasn't hit before. So 7 points to that guy.
You got it. He's got it. He's not happy about it. And you know what? That's when I'm going to roll. Come on, don't be a God, son of a bitch. Orcs are dumb. All right, I gave him a basic 10 to know that the arrow wasn't coming from in front of him at the boat. He doesn't know that it came from the side and hit him, so there it is. All right. Okay. Three Toes, it is your turn, sir.
I will slip out. And I'll look around the corner, see what's going on real quick here, and I will send an arrow from my longbow.
Ooh, nice.
Very nice.
And let's see, has he had an attack turn yet?
This guy right here has not. Actually, to tell you the truth, none of these orcs
Yeah, none of them have, right?
have. Yeah, you can have
All
assassins
right.
for those guys.
Then I
I
will
just-
assassinate him.
All right. Now, how much extra damage does that do? Because it's different than sneak attack, and I'm not familiar with that.
It is, and I'm trying to refresh myself again because it's been a couple of weeks.
That's all right. Here, let's pull it up.
Any hit you score against is that surprise is a critical hit.
Yeah, it's a crit. It's a crit.
Wow,
So
cool.
I love you more every day, Steve. Just gonna throw that out there. All right, so
That was a sweet moment. I'm glad I was here to witness that.
I know. Okay, so here's the thing: is you already you get sneak attack damage when you surprise them too, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so what you need
So
to do
you
is
should
you
be
need to
surprised.
roll me another D8 and then add it to that. You're gonna
my
get
sneak attack is D6.
Yeah, so that's rolled on his
No,
thing
no.
there down at the bottom.
roll. Oh, that's true. And you're gonna
Yep.
double up your you'll double up your sneak
So
attack
I will
too.
roll another D8 to give you my
Yeah.
another D8 to give you. So another 6, so 14.
Yeah. So actually,
It
you're
doubles all the dice, right?
Double
Yeah,
Double
so-
sneak
yeah.
attack too.
So sneak attack will be 8. So 10. So 18 points of damage you do to it. So which guy were you shooting?
The guy who was rowing.
Okay.
Everyone's picking on the rowers.
Well, of course. Are you shooting on the one guy who's got the arrow already sticking out of him, or the guy who does not?
Yep.
Okay. All right, because that guy is way dead. Basically, your arrow goes. All right, this is what happens. All right, Silverwolf is on the shore, going, "Motherfucker, God," and he's shooting over there, and then all he sees is like this little figure come out of the bushes. Orc falls in the water, and he tell me you're going back in the bushes. Tell me you're going back in the bushes. He just like sneaks. You're like that Homer picture where a guy just like goes back in.
Yeah, and for
Alright.
the orc was just wanted to row a boat. It's a beautiful day. He's gonna kill some people on some boats. He gets shot in the
Picnic.
chest
It's like an
as
orc
he's
picnic.
looking around. He turns just in time to see
You see it right through his
Rito's
eye.
arrow.
So true, so true. All right, so all right.
So then
did
I
you-
slip back around with my bonus action and hide away again.
Okay, give me a
And
stealth.
I'm in as much cover as I can get to.
That's
down
you know what, that's good enough. There's enough confusion, and these guys obviously are fucking dumb. So, all right, Raleigh, you're swimming. You can if you just swim all out, dude. Let's see how far is that out. You're gonna make the
Yeah,
15.
but then he's gonna be on the opposing shore with 5 angry orcs.
Yeah, so you can make it to about if you just move, if you double move, you make the shore no problem. You'd be right about, let me put it, you'd be right about here. If you don't, just do a regular move, you're still in the water right about there. Your choice. And you know what's awesome is that he's on mute, but I love all this stuff that's going on.
I thought he was miming it. That's pretty fun.
Yeah, we got to guess what he's doing.
Another level. All right, so he did the run and the jump, and he's swimming his ass off, and then he looks, and Jenna's right behind him with the boat. The current it's really strong, so he
Very
just
strong.
swims a couple feet back and climbs up into the boat.
Oh, he's swallowing his pride.
No, that ain't pride. That's Raleigh. That is sweet.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right,
So my action to get into the boat.
you know what? Because that's such a Raleigh move. No.
Okay. Well,
So,
in
you want to
that
do
case,
something? Go ahead, man.
I will cast a chill touch at this guy here.
Picking on all the guys on the boats. I like it. All right, go ahead. Give it to me. He's got to do what? It's a deck save, right?
Who knows?
I think it's
Let's find out.
it's a necromantic spell.
Correct. Come on.
Spell attack. Okay. I
There
clicked on
you
the
go.
wrong thing.
Oh yeah, so he just rolls to attack. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I should have gone to the first page. There it is. Bam.
Yeah, you hit him, dude. All
All
right.
right. So
Now,
7
what-
points of damage.
And what does
And
that
he
give him
can't
again?
heal. He just can't heal, which I'm assuming he probably wasn't anyway.
Yeah, no, these are orcs. They ain't healing shit.
Yeah. He doesn't have
He's
any
really not going to be
no
able to.
cleric spells.
Yeah. Who? What? Cleric spells?
No orcs with no cleric spells. So
Yeah. No, the shaman didn't bother to come. He just told me. All right, Winded, your shot, man.
Without changing his stern expression, he just aims slightly differently and goes for the second rowing orc, sharpshooter. Oh, he shouldn't have shot. Oh well. He
You
just-
were so impressed by Three Toes shot
Yeah.
that you're like, you know,
He
I
allows him-
pride myself on ranged. Yeah.
He allows
Can't
himself a
compete with that.
small frown and just invokes the crossbow.
All right. Orcs turns.
Your
Let's
first
start
shot was
with
pretty cool,
top.
though. Come on.
All right.
Don't
For
get
the
down.
lack, these orcs up here now seem to all notice that, holy shit, there's other guys coming across the river. So they're pulling out their longbows.
Which ones?
And these guys
One's at
up
the top.
here.
The guys up at top? Okay.
Guys up here. These two guys down here are like, holy shit, a flaming spear. And so we're going to do a D3 because they're just going to be shooting at, let me see if I can do this right. R/
Jenna.
Three.
Jenna. Jenna.
No.
Ah, it's
Who are their
that's
targets?
Slash R, maybe?
slash
Yes,
R.
it's slash R,
That's
yeah.
Three. That's what it is. Do I have to space it in between? I do, right?
Yeah,
No, I-
slash R
Yeah.
space D whatever.
There you go.
It did. It did it. Okay, 3. It is Jenna. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So first
Fuck
guy's
her up.
the first guy's Jenna. You're so compassionate. That's what I love about you, Norjor. You love that.
This is Phil, not
Yeah.
Nordjor. Nordjor doesn't like Jenna either, but he's not wishing her harm. He just thinks that she's misguided. She's a misguided soul.
Okay. So
Well, I
there-
definitely wish her harm. She's annoying.
Yeah, but to be fair, you wish everybody harm.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's two. Holy
That is
shit.
fantastic. That is
Yeah.
really great.
Oh no, you know why you did that? You
Oh, good
how do you
lord.
know?
The rolls.
Wait.
It says rolling D3. Rolling
Yeah.
D3.
Yeah,
They're
you're
all
right.
Yeah.
You're
Those
right.
are all
Wow.
great. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, damn.
Hey, but look at
That's
that, guys. That's you'll probably never see that again. I'm just gonna say it's a special moment right there. All right, so we got again.
She
these Sage
deserved
Avenue-
every one of those because she was
What are you
really. She was being a.
Now let's
she-
hear some
She
heavy
was
attacks.
being a little bit of a know-it-all, like prestige.
All right. I have to point this out. It's like she's hanging out with a bunch of dudes from San Quentin. I mean, really. Yeah.
You would
No
think.
offense to anybody who's in San Quentin. I'm just saying.
I'm
you
just
know.
saying, if it were me hanging out with a bunch of dudes from San Quentin, I would be extra polite.
Well, let's put it this way: if you knew what level she was, you would understand.
Okay.
All right, so I guess she's gonna, she'll take these hits then. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it'll be
Oh
fine.
wow, she took that crit. Oh, I guess it's not a crit. It's just the 20. Oh, she'll take that hit too. Damn, she's getting fucked up.
They hate her. They hate her more than we do.
I just need to check one thing. I just need to double check what her dexterity is. I mean, her armor class. Okay, you know what? I was going to give her a minus because she's rowing a boat, so she's not really going to be really super dexterous. All 3 of those fuckers hit her.
Oh.
So, okay, so there's 11. So she just took 19 points. Basically, this is what you guys see. These orcs get their shit together. They all draw, aim, they look, and they go, let's go after Blondie. And they all just all in unison. You don't know what it was is this guy right here, he barks something out in the orc, which pretty much is kill that bitch. And they all shoot at her. So she takes all of it.
And I understood it.
Nice.
He's the victim of orc misogyny.
Yeah. And all these
I don't want to screw up the narrative. I just want to make sure. So you rolled as javelin, but I assume it's pretty much the same thing for longbow, right?
Yeah, because I'm not bothering to change it. When you bring out the it's like a little NPC character sheet or monster sheet. They have certain things that they're assigned already.
With.
Yeah.
So
So
no, totally fine. I just want to make sure because if they were using javelins, technically they would be a disadvantage.
No, exactly. Yeah. No. And I said that earlier, but I'm not going to point that out right now, Phil. So all right. So let's see. Now it's the boat's turns. Oh wait, I didn't do the bottom orcs. Oh, and I didn't do.
No, you didn't. You didn't do any of the orcs on the bottom.
I got
You're
all
so excited.
I wasn't excited. Jenna just got jacked the fuck up, dude. I wasn't excited about anything.
I'm
All right,
excited.
these guys run away from. They're not really doing anything besides running away from the fact that there's a flaming sphere burning the shit out of everything over there. So they just run away. Now, these guys here. First, we're gonna just do the boats. Okay.
Now remember, this one doesn't have anybody rowing it.
No, it's got one.
There were
got
two.
one
There were
dude.
two.
Oh, there
That
was two
one
guys
guy
rowing.
Yeah, there were 2. That's why I was trying to kill the other one.
And don't forget, there's a current kind of taking them where
Right.
they would be anyway. So, okay, so these guys come this way. This boat, it's gonna be right about here. Don't worry. I know you're all worried about what's gonna happen to.
I'm not really that worried about the boats.
No, we have no
not
buy-in in the county of any of
We
these
don't know.
citizens.
Hey,
so far.
They've made sure that we don't care about anybody but ourselves. Really, that's
Now that was those guys. You don't know who's taking care of these boats.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: guys who row river boats for resupply, are they really high on the pecking order? They're probably like you. Just pointing that out. All right, so there's the boats.
Guys are
Basically,
heartless.
they are next round. These boats, it's basically going to be a convergence. The river galleys are going to basically ground themselves, which they have short holes. It's not short holes, but low holes, so they can do that. But at the same time, these orc boats are making it to them. So just so you know. All right. Jenna, rethinking life choices, is getting to the shore. So Raleigh and Jenna make it to the shore. That is Jenna's action, is getting the boat to the shore, though.
yeah, great job. Away from all of the other orcs that are attacking the people she wanted to save.
There are 5 orcs on that side of the river. I'm just going to point that out. And you're
A lot of
split.
orcs.
Bunch
Five
of you
orcs.
guys over there. Just saying. Okay. All right. Norjor. You're rowing.
Okay. Yeah, I was rowing. I'm rethinking it after I saw Jenna get stuck like a pincushion.
Yeah, but she's over there now.
Yeah, she is over there right now. She's gonna provide, a tanky option while Nordra rows backwards towards shore. So he's gonna move back over this way. Not all the way down. He's just gonna I'm gonna take his movement, so it'll be downwards towards the orcs that are heading towards the boats. He's not docking, but he's gonna be down this way. He will use his bonus action to. Well, first of all, just a reminder: one of those boats took 2d6 damage during the end of its turn.
Those boats are on fire.
Yeah,
Okay,
Those boats are basically not serviceable at this point.
that's good to
Oh.
know. I will
Okay.
use the flaming sphere to move it towards these two orcs over here. I'll hit the one that's closer to us.
The one that had already taken damage.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's a dexterity saving throw. Oh, that's a low.
If he makes it, he didn't make it. So if he makes it, he still only takes half though.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that's good shit. All right, he's gonna take full. So what's the damage on this guy?
7. I didn't roll high this time.
Oh,
still pretty
he appreciates that. He's burning pretty good though. It's like you can tell he's like eyeing the river right now. So you can actually, I will say at this point in time, if you want, you're gonna go back to shore.
So I wanted to move like 30 feet down, which is my action, and then sorry, not my action, my movement, and then maybe dash. I don't really have any real good ranged options here.
Well, here's the thing: you can make the shore no problem. I will say that because you're going downriver, so you got the current; it's carrying you.
Okay, and then I guess the question is from there to the orcs: do I have enough range to hit? And I do not.
Okay.
So I don't really want to get that close
Well,
to the orcs.
Here's the thing: you can ground the boat and get out, no problem.
Okay, I will ground the boat and get out, and then are you saying that would be my action to ground the boat and get out?
Got it. Got it.
Okay. All right, that's fine. I'll take cover behind the boat after I ground it. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to know what's the Furbolg word for pussy, because you're all worried about his shot full of arrows on over here. Just
Yeah,
say,
I don't. I mean, I
big one. This is a tactical movement. This is really good shit.
the Furbolgs actually like name things like descriptively, like instead of like using pronouns usually. So it would probably be he who is smart.
Yeah. All right. Sure.
He who lives long and never.
He who lives longer. The short-haired blonde.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Not a problem. All right. The angry one, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at this guy over here from where I am, and I miss. I'm assuming a 9 misses.
Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah, so I just shoot it off. Maybe it hits into the water, but not a good shot. And I'm gonna stay where I am.
You know what? I have to point this out. I love how nobody's actually going down to get into the mix with the orc. The only one who's doing it, and I take that whole pussy comment back now. The only one who's going down there, Nordshore. Just pointing it out. All right.
And Raleigh was headed toward him.
Yeah, Raleigh's on the other side.
Raleigh's a madman, though. He's going over to
Yeah.
yeah.
That's not balls. He's just reckless.
All right. So
I'm waiting
let's
until
see
we
here.
thin out the herd a little bit more before I head down there.
Wait until the boats are all sufficiently rated before.
Yeah. All right, Three Toes. It is your turn, sir.
All right, I will pop out of here. Send an arrow downrange against the other rower of that boat.
Can't technically someone just replace the down rower?
dead.
Like,
He's dead.
They could.
All right, and I will just pop back to where I was.
Oh, I love you so much sometimes, Michael. All right. Let's see. Raleigh, your turn, sir.
So Raleigh gets out of the boat and casts Dragon's Breath on himself, which is a bonus action.
That spell. I absolutely love that spell. Go ahead. Tear some
And
dudes up.
then, so he approaches these guys, and as he's talking, you can just see electricity, like, bzz, in his mouth.
Yes.
And it's like, you guys should have been running when I was in the water. And
yeah.
comes up, and I think I can get probably 2 of them, but not all 3.
Do you speak orc?
I don't.
Damn, that would have been nice if you did, because they have no clue what the fuck you just said. But that's still good shit. Good
I actually
shit.
said it in Elvish, so it sounds just beautiful and eloquent, and they have no
All right,
idea. All right, so yeah.
And they need deck saves on that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. We got 1, we got 2, and we got 3.
The middle one saves.
Okay, so the other 2 are going to take. And is this a save or all, or is it
It's
half
half
on
of
this?
the
It's
save.
half. So it's 8 to 2, and then 4 to the other ones. Or to
Okay,
the other one. Yeah.
so 8 on the
The
failed.
failed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So I'm just going to say, for the sake of simplicity here, the middle guy is just like on there. He's going to take the 4. This guy, he's already been hurt. So basically, you go, and the electricity goes shooting out of him. The first guy it hits, he takes the brunt of it. It looks like, and his eyes like pop out of his skull, and he just like shakes uncontrollably and falls over, smoking. As you can guess, he died. All right, and then this guy, he took the shock, but he is not dead. Yeah.
So Raleigh assumes a defensive stance with his shield and just motions for him to come get some.
In his best Bruce Lee kind of way, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Flourishes his jacket.
No doubt. I could totally see it too. Like he comes up and he puts his shield in front of him and he throws his jacket behind him all like. All right. So, Wyndon, your turn.
Wounded, it narrows his eyes slightly and shoots a sharpshooter shot. Yeah, at this guy right here.
All right.
Does that hit?
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Cool. He, without really changing expression, just reloads the crossbow.
Orcs. All right, we're gonna go up here. So, Raleigh, you got some friends coming to visit. They dropped their bows. Now Jenna, she comes. Whoa, that's a boat, not Jenna. Not Jenna. Yeah. Okay. So Jenna comes. Is like trying to come this way. These 2 guys are coming to meet her. Okay. So all right. So we'll take care of this stuff up here first. These guys have axes. So here's a 1, and here's a 2. Oh, Raleigh, I think you just got hit twice.
No, it would be once. My AC is 18, but I'm going to cast Shield as a reaction.
Okay.
And so as he hits my shield with this really concussive blast, you would think it would cave it in, but I boost it with arcane energy and just blast it back off him, and his axe just bounces.
Yeah, he basically comes in and boom, and it goes, and he goes back flying backwards, and he stumbles a couple of steps. All right. Well, maybe Jenna's got good luck with getting hit. So here it is. All right, we got coming at Jenna.
Have you been hit at all yet, Raleigh?
Oh
No, and on the day I finally do, he is going to make such a huge fucking deal out of it. I mean,
Jenna just got
his entire
Oh
life.
shit! Look at that.
Jenna just got fucked up.
Yeah, it's not good.
He already looks like a porcupine. She got 3 arrows sticking out of her back.
Yes. Oh, poor Jenna. That's another. Oh, I didn't write down how much she took. 11 from the other from the bow.
No,
It was more than that.
it was more than that. It was like 18.
It was 8. I think it was 18. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, so she's 18 there. And she just took, what's it, 18, 19, 20. She just took another 23. So, okay, so that's 30.
41.
Thank you. Oh, God, you keep impressing me, man. Damn.
The
Let me check.
human calculator.
Let me check something on Jenna. Man, Jenna's not looking good. Okay, cool.
I bet.
She
Wouldn't
still
actually-
looks like, just to give you an idea of how Jenna outclasses you guys. As fucked up as she is right now, she still looks like she could take you. All right.
Even so, it's got to knock her down a few pegs here.
All right, so this boat comes just crashing into this. It crashes into the galley. Okay, that orc starts scrambling onto it. Okay, this boat, let me move it, comes crashing into this galley as well. and these orcs start scrambling up on board. And you hear the screams of sailors. All right, so that is all that. It is Jenna's turn. All right, now we're going to see if she's worth anything. All right, she's got 2 in front of her. I just need to make sure how many attacks she has around. All right, okay, so here she goes.
No, that's pretty good.
Hey guys, she has a +1 scimitar. If we knock her out, we can take it.
Stop looking at that.
I like where your head's at, Phil.
And last but not least,
I think she has 2 +1 scimitars.
Yeah, she had 2 on her back. You're right. She's
okay.
probably
One for each of us.
So basically, she kills this guy and hurts this guy really bad, but he doesn't go down. Okay, so that's Jenna's turn. All right, Nordra.
All right, so Nordjor is going to use his hidden step to meld into his surroundings and go invisible, and will then use his action to dash.
All right.
So he would basically dash to there. Wait, maybe not go invisible. Did I go invisible, guys? No, action to dash here-ish. So I guess clears the brush or whatever. I don't want to be like right in the thick of it just yet.
I love that none of you guys like to tangle melee-wise.
I mean, Orjor's a fucking druid, all right? Like he's not designed for close combat.
I mean, honestly, our best chance at melee fighting is with our sorcerer.
Yeah, I don't know how that.
Totally, Raleigh's all about it. He's like, man, I will get up in your shit.
I'm here for a good time, not for a long time.
All right, so to clarify, I am not invisible. I am over here, though. And then I am using my action to use the flaming sphere and jam it into the one near Jenna. I would have jammed into the ones near Raleigh, but it's actually been moved south. It's not where it should be right now. It should actually...
This guy is not paying attention. So your flaming sphere basically just rolls right up in. Oop! I got rid of the sphere. It rolls up into the back of him and kills him.
Dokes.
Right.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Let me get that fire back. Hold on, because I know you're gonna move it across the thing. So there he is. Back. All right, there he is. All right. Okay, so let's see. That was Silverwolf. It is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to run over here and shoot at this guy.
I hit him.
16. Has he been hit before at all?
Which guy are you doing it in?
The one right here.
No, actually, nobody's done anything to those guys in those
Okay,
boats.
yeah, so it's 7 points. As I'm running, I just fire off a bow. Don't hit him quite as hard as I want, but, maybe get him in the leg or something.
All right. That's good. That's good. Okay. 3 toes. Show them how it's done.
All right, I will actually slip down through the brush and come out down here.
Nice.
And then I will shoot another arrow over at guy closest to me. Ooh, and that didn't work out well. So I slip back in and hide again.
That is the very rare critical failure, even with advantage.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
Luckily, nobody saw that happen.
Yeah.
Dropped the arrow as I went to load it. Like,
That's exactly what happened. So, like, you come sneaking out of the bush, you get your arrow, you like pull it up, and you've seen this before where it just kind of like falls. Oh shit! You look around real quick, nobody sees you. Just back into the woods. All right, Raleigh, do some damage.
That's
Before they
exactly
kill you.
it. He kind of claps. I live for this shit, boys. And lightning at both of them. Can I get them both from where I'm standing, or do I need to move?
You need to move because
All right.
it's well, the lightning is not a cone. It's basically what's the
It's still a cone. Regardless of the element you choose, it's a 15-foot
Yeah.
cone.
You can move it. Yeah, exactly. You just got to move is all. So you.
So I'm
can
gonna
move.
provoke an opportunity attack from this guy then.
No, because you're
So-
still in it. Oh yeah. Huh. Okay.
Let's
All right.
have.
Let me do that right quick.
Please attack me. I feel like this conversation should go the other way.
He hit you unless you do something.
Ah. Yeah, I'm burn the shield.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, because that'd have been 14 points.
Yeah, I don't want to get
Nuts.
stabbed. Getting stabbed sounds awful. All right, so
And I really won't criticize you guys for not wanting to get melee with these dudes. Okay, so now go ahead and let's see. They're going to both have to do dex saves. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, one fails bad. Okay, that dude with that. Oh, this dude right here, the guy right in front of you, he dies. He's just gone. Doesn't matter what you roll, he's just gone.
The thought of it is enough to stop his heart.
Basically, he like turns around and he looks right into your face. He's like, so he takes a full blast. All right, what you did 10? Let's see. Did this guy take damage yet? He did. So, but he's only taken half. So he's at. All right, got it. Done 9 points to that guy.
All right.
Wyndon.
Okay. Let's see. He saw this guy get fired at, so he's gonna do a regular heavy crossbow shot at this dude.
Okay.
Damn, I should have. Oh well. Yep, and that's it.
Yeah, damn. You only hit him.
I
Okay.
should have done sharpshooter.
You
Oh, well.
should have. All
That was
right.
the same guy that I hit, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
He's not looking good. So basically, he got the one ball. The arrow sticks in him. He's like, he just made it up onto the boat. And he's like, and like starting to turn
And it
to look
could've
where the
killed him.
arrow
Oh,
came
well.
through, and a bolt comes through and like actually goes through his shield into like his neck, and he's like kind of like staggering on board there. All right.
That's it for me.
Oh, it's the orcs' turns. And seeing as how there's only one orc up here left. He's coming at you, Raleigh.
All right, let's do it.
It's going to make you burn another shield spell.
I hope not.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Oh no!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a hit.
That's a Raleigh
Yeah.
kryptonite right there.
Okay, so he's going to do 15 points of damage to you there, buddy.
Oh, ouch! No, it's a crit. Is
No,
that
it-
already
it
doubled?
ought-
No, that is
Yeah,
I
no,
already rolled the other
okay.
dice. Yeah.
Yeah, it already did it. It was just weak.
Okay. Thank goodness.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
All
weak
right.
ass crits. I should, you know what? I should start. Maybe I would talk to you guys whether or not you would want me to just double the damage and on crits. I mean, it works both ways. It's sort of like with flanking. That's why I don't use it, because you guys would get fucked up if I used flanking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm fine with
Okay.
just rolling another dice instead of doubling whatever was rolled.
All right, cool.
In the long run, it kind of equals out anyway.
And
Yeah.
technically, roll 20 will just do it for you automatically. So
Exactly. Less math on my part. I'm all about it. Okay, so all these orcs make it onto this first boat of this. I should say the second boat of orcs. They're all up on here, and you are hearing the wailing of sailors. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
say that. And at this point in time, there's an awful lot of cover on these guys because it's not just that. It's the orcs are up there. They're on a boat. There's sailors running around. There's a lot of mass confusion and whatnot going on. So it's not like it's going to be something that's super easy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, okay. So that's what's happening with the orcs. The boats, basically, they beach. Okay. Now, off of this second one here. Hold on a second. Oh, look at that guy. I'm always amazed by the pictures that I have saved in Roll20. Really? I put in sailor, and this is what I get. And this is what I'm going to put out there because it's creepy. Okay, there's swimming babies. I type in sailor. I get swimming babies. So this is what's coming off. These are all sailors, actually. Even though
I mean,
God.
if that's your idea of a sailor, you've been on some fucked up boats, Will.
That's not me. I typed it in. That's what it gave me. That's all I'm saying. All right. Okay, so those 4 sailors have hopped off that boat. That's all I'm going to say.
Are they armed?
Yeah, sure. They're armed like a couple of them got belaying pins. One's got a dagger. The other
They've
one's
got rattles.
Yeah.
Baby bottles.
totally. Okay, so that was the boats. All right, Jenna. Well, she comes up here to save you. All right, and I do say save because
I just got cut with an axe. I'm gonna be freaking out.
she's gonna kill this guy. Trust me.
Patiently waiting my turn to freak the fuck out.
Yeah, she kills him. So she just comes up and Ginzu's the fuck out of that dude. He's dead. All right, Jenna is done. Norjor, it is your turn.
So the sailors, it's very convenient that some of those sailors got off that boat. Nordor's gonna walk up here. He's going to try to maximize, and you tell me how many, because I know the orcs aren't like exactly on a grid right now or whatever, but he can do a 15-foot cube thunder wave. And how many of those do you think I can hit in the 15-foot cube?
You can get all 4 of these dudes over here. Not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll say that.
Okay. That's cool. I will do that then. So I cast thunder wave.
Well, actually, I take that back because you're right. This is a little bit bigger. You're going to get 2 out of the 4 because 15 feet isn't a real big river galley. So you're getting the first 2 guys. I'll say you can't get the last 2 guys.
Okie dokes. That's fine too.
So is this guy in the back over here, or is he still?
No, that's you talking about this guy right here.
Yeah.
The guy. No, not him because that's too far away. So, well, it depends. Do you want to take 2 or 1?
Thunder wave, I think, is 15-foot cube from yourself.
Correct. It's 15-foot cube from me, but I still think it probably only hits 2-ish or maybe 3. I'm fine with DM ruling 2.
We're gonna say the guy in the front and the first guy of the 4. That's
importantly, though, this may have an effect on the boat also.
That's thunder, dude. It's not gonna shake it apart. These are Sterner-made boats.
Well, it's
if you can shatter, we'll talk. But
okay, fair enough. But it does put, like, shatter doesn't actually push things away like thunder wave explicitly does. It pushes things 10 feet away.
Yeah, but not this heavy. I'm saying it's no.
Okay, no,
that makes sense.
What's the level of spell that you're gonna pump into it?
No, it's a level 1 slot.
Okay, then that's not a problem. Now, if you say like put in like a level 4 spell slot into it, then we
don't have level 4 spell slots.
we're
and you know that.
Level 4,
I'm just saying.
Well, learn faster, Norjor.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, be smarter. Cast higher level spells. All right. Okay, so it's 2. It's a Constitution saving throw on the 2 that are affected. Then.
Okay, so let's see here.
That's not right. Correctly. Okay, that's a pretty good roll.
And
they both save.
Okay,
so they both take 7.
7? Okay, that's gonna kill this guy though, because he was already fucked up from prison bolts, and this guy is gonna take 7. Okay, so he's good. Yeah, these are sturdy guys. But I'm gonna
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, as a bonus action, Nordor's piecing the fuck out. He's melding into the background now, so he's invisible.
Okay, so that's when he does the invisibility. Smart. Because they're looking for you.
Oh yeah, they can look for me all they fucking want.
So I'm just gonna say right now that for this round they don't see shit when it comes up to their turn. They don't know you're there. Because I mean they're orcs. They don't know anything about that stuff. Okay, Silverwolf, go ahead, man.
All right, I'm gonna run down here. Can I see these guys from where I am down here?
They'd have half cover.
All right, I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna throw.
So their armor class. Hold on, I'll check.
It's
+2, I think, for half cover. I'm not certain though.
It is +2.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure I got it on my handy dandy sheet here.
+2 to bonus to AC and Dex saving throws.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. 3/4 gives him +5. I'll have to remember that. Okay, cool.
Half it is. Oh.
That's a miss, dude.
Yeah. Sort of like stuck in the mast or something.
That's exactly what it is. At least you didn't fumble and hit a sailor.
You know what? With those creepy sons of bitches, I probably should have just attacked them outright.
It's like, holy shit, these dudes are naked. All right.
Yeah, they're creeping me out.
I don't want to know
Appearances
what's
can
going
be
on in that
deceiving.
boat.
All right, Three Toes, it's your turn. You weren't doing anything else, were you?
No,
So-
I already moved forward, so that's all I could do.
Okay. All right, Three Toes. You pick your arrow
I
up.
forget I
Oh.
have spells. I have to remember that at some point.
I'm gonna move about here, about 30 feet.
Okay.
Then I will shoot at one of these guys.
It's going to be the same thing. Okay, that'll be a miss.
Has he been in combat before, or would I have to?
Yeah,
fight on him?
because they're the thing it is they're all mixing it up with the sailors that are on this boat.
All right.
So
Better
they
not.
are technically in combat.
Then
All
I
right.
will just go ahead and hide again, right there in the grass.
Just lay down.
All right, give me a stealth. Let me see this. I want to see the Three Toes magic. That's what I'm talking about.
Pretty good.
All right. All right, Raleigh. What are you doing, man?
So Raleigh has gone into shock. He had like the adrenaline going, then he watched the guy in front of him die, and there's no real threat. So he just kind of is stupefied, and he sits down at a portion of this boat here that isn't on fire.
No, that one's on
the boat is
fire
on
too.
fire, but he sits on the half that isn't. So it's just like this fire raging next to him. And he looks down at his jacket, and there's just blood. It's just like he's got this huge gash in his chest. And he looks and he casts prestidigitation to clean it, and then it just keeps seeping and getting soaked with blood.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
he cleans it again, and he cleans it again, and he's just stuck on a loop.
Gotcha.
He's losing
Nice.
it.
Nice. I love it. I love that. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, cool. Wyndon, you're
Sure. Just so you know, I have sharpshooter, so I can ignore 1/2 and 3/4 cover.
Yeah.
Damn, gapped you.
I know.
Sorry.
I know that's
Okay,
what I
go-
sounded like. I know. I'm sorry. I was
No,
trying to
dude,
not
that's
s-
dude. That's exactly what I would do. It's like, bitch, I have that feet. All right, go ahead.
So I will take a. I'll shoot. I'll do a sharpshooter shot at this guy right here. Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Oh, wow.
now we're talking.
Dude, he is dead as dead can be. All right.
Okay. That's it for me.
All right. Orcs turns. All right. I'm going to do a couple of rolls right quick. I want to just see something. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. 2 of the orcs jump in the water. Like, we're out. Screw this shit. This guy is killing babies. Not because they look like, but that's he's on it. He's on it. He's taking care of stuff. So basically, he's fighting with sailors on there. So that's just when you're looking on the boat, the orcs came on. The crew of each boat is because there's more because they had 4. So you've got 4 more over here. There's basically 8. So like they came on board and they killed pretty much quite a few of these guys, about half the crew at least. Okay. So this orc is actually hard pressed. He's fighting 4 sailors. So that's basically what's going on with the orcs. Now the boats, they're grounded. The babies are on the.
Babies are rolling themselves away from the boat.
Yeah. Okay, so Jenna at this point, she comes over to you, Raleigh, as you're sitting on the boat there. Say, "All right, sugar, don't worry. You just hold on for a second now." And she like reaches to her side. She's got like a side like satchel that on a bandolier strap. She reaches in and she grabs like some gauze and different stuff, and she pulls your jacket to the side, sets it there over to where you got hit, and starts wrapping up. Says, "That's all right. I've seen worse. You'll be fine. You'll be fine." So that's what she's doing. She's tending to you.
So sweet.
Yeah, he's still just in that kind. He's like my jacket.
My coat. Yeah, honey, I can't sew, so you're fucked that ways. But I'll make sure this bleeding stops.
It's all red. There's
Yeah.
so much red.
That's what happens when you get cut, honey, and you got cut deep. All right, Norjor. It is your turn, Mr. Invisible, on which you become visible again at this point.
I am invisible. I will. Let me see if I step onto shore over here, or actually I could probably over this boat partially. And from there, yeah, that would do it too. Nordra will climb up on this boat, the other boat that the sailors abandoned. I'll put it out over here so you know where I am ish.
Yeah.
And then I will cast Thorn Whip and try to attack one of the orcs that's trying to swim away.
Dude, that's fucked up. Go ahead, do it.
I will yell out in Orcish. Your gods have abandoned you.
Damn.
Surrender peaceably, or your lives are forfeit.
What the hell? What's
Nice.
this? I'm gonna do a couple of rolls. Hold on. Yeah, they're still swimming.
Alrighties, let's do this. It's a 21.
Yeah, you hit the guy you were aiming at.
All right.
D6.
Yep, 3 damage, and it gets pulled 10 feet closer to me, so it gets basically pulled right back to the boat.
Which guy?
The one that was closer to us.
So this dude right here. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you got this thorn whip goes streaking out, wraps around his throat, and starts pulling it back, and he just grabs out there. He's like, "Ah!" Okay, so he comes. Okay.
But to be clear, I am on the boat, and he is in the water, so he can't just like turn and swing at me.
Don't worry. Not attacking you. I swear, this guy's like 9 feet tall. He's like, "Oh my god, he's gonna get me."
Hey, I am the closest to the orcs. All right, I have taken my fair share of the beating. When we were in that mansion, I was standing in the front line while everyone else was looking for ways to get out, and I was the first one to go down. Northor has learned his lesson. The rest of his party is all about being strategic, so he's gonna do the same thing. Northor was like trying to be a good guy and like be a front shield for his team last time. And they just left him for dead. So,
okay, guys, I'm just gonna show. I think I hit a nerve there. So there's some group dynamics need to be worked out with your furball friend there. Okay. All right,
and that's it. My turn.
Okay, Silverwolf, it's your turn.
All right, let me ask a question.
Sure.
Right next to this guy is 30 feet from me. Is it possible for me to run, jump onto this boat, run another couple of steps, roll up onto this boat, and still get over to this guy and attack?
Sure. Give me 2 acrobatics check at DC 15. If you beat it both, you do it.
All right.
Yeah, you don't.
So I'm kind of down at this boat right here.
No, you can go ahead and put yourself right there at the beginning of the second boat, but that's where you stopped.
All right, and that's my action too, I imagine, because I have to now climb up onto this now.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay. Can I at least just put my bow away after I do that?
Of course, sure. Why not? All right, Three Toes. You're laying out in the field.
I pop back up and forward. And let's see, I can go.
There's a bunch of babies running past you, by the way.
Yeah.
Just gonna point that out. Well,
Basically, I'll get between the two boats here. Have
Okay.
a little bit there. And I will just go ahead and send another arrow downrange at that guy there.
all right. The guy in the water or the guy in the boat?
The guy standing up there.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
So
16. That actually misses. Due to the fact that he's still at the angle and the fact that he's kind of like dancing with the sailors. You weren't able to because you didn't want to like shoot an arrow through a sailor head. So.
All right, then I'll use my bonus action, and I'm going to dash onto this boat here.
Okay. Not a problem. All right. Raleigh.
So Raleigh's just kind of sit there. At this point, he's telling Jenna about this field that was near his house when he was growing up, and it had these beautiful wildflowers.
At that point, when you start into that, she's like, "Oh my God, sugar, you is not even close to dying. All right, you need to just calm down. It's blood. Everybody has it. It's on the inside of what pumps through your veins. Oh my God, here, just hold it." She grabs one of your hands and puts it over the gauze that she put in. Just hold that here. I'm gonna go and do other stuff. She starts.
He just looks at her kind of confused, and he puts it there, and he's not freaking out. It was just a thought that came into his head, so he's talking about it, and he's just like, just very half in, half out, just
right,
like, yeah, borderline catatonic.
Yeah, no, she took it as, oh, he's starting to see his like long lost fucking friends, and
yeah.
All right, Wyndon, your turn.
Yep. I'm going to sharpshooter shoot that guy. Remember, I don't have to worry about cover.
Yeah, but you still missed.
14 still misses. Okay, fair enough. All right, that's it.
All right, Orc's turns. This guy is just hacking down another sailor.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to get him.
Yeah, I know. All right. Oh wait. Okay. This guy, he's got to have a strength feat, I assume, to pull loose of your.
No.
Right?
It just pulls them 10 feet. I believe it just like materializes and it just disappears. So
then it disappears.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That would be way too strong for a cantrip.
Okay. That being said, he starts swimming again. This guy gets to about there. Okay. Orcs have gone their way. Jenna, at this point, gets in the boat. And she starts rowing back that away. Okay. And Norjor, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to thorn whip the one that is closer to me.
He's so hates you.
Actually, let me see if I can.
I just want to go home.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I don't think I can reach out and stay on the boat. So yeah, Nordra will reach out and try to hit the one. Yeah, at this point, he's doing non-lethal damage.
Okay.
But just for clarification, I doubt this will knock him out. But just in case.
Oh, it's not going to knock him out, and you miss anyway. You
And
just
I miss.
Yeah. Okay.
And I move to the tip of the boat.
Gotcha. Silverwolf.
Pull out my short swords. Run up to this guy and silently attack.
Okay.
So with my main hand, it's an 18. Has he been hit yet? I don't know that
No.
he has, right?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, wow.
Actually.
It's
This
only
dude hasn't been hit at all?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
man.
7 points there, and then offhand 12
Yeah.
misses probably, right?
Yeah, it does miss.
All right.
Excellent. He'll be able to hit you next round.
Yeah, I just say your fight is with me. Leave them alone.
In
Okay.
Orcish.
This baby.
In
right
Orcish, yeah, in Orcish, so he understands me.
And these two sailors that are right next to
Oh
you.
no, that I just attacked both of these creepy babies.
All right, Three Toes, your turn, sir. Oh, dude, you ain't even gonna get to do anything to this guy. Three Toes is about to take him out.
I'll throw an arrow over there, see if I can hit him.
Yep, it's gonna be a sneak attack, that's for sure.
Yep.
You hit him. All right. And let's see here. That's your sneak attack roll. Is that the second one? Is?
Yep, that's
Okay.
the second one. So
8. Oops.
wasn't that good. Unless
It's
I
a-
have a
You know what though?
It was just
Enough.
enough, right?
It's just enough to kill him. So basically, you just pop up, shoot it over there. Arrow goes in the back of his head. He falls down. The two babies rejoice. All right,
Getting creepier by
Raleigh.
the second.
I know, right?
All right, then I will move to the back of the boat back there and get ready for next time.
Okay.
All right. So the cobwebs finally start to clear, and the shock's starting to fade, and he realizes where he is, and the boat is on fire next to him, and he's alone. And he's like, "Oh, geez!" And then now it's starting to hurt. You know, he's starting to feel it. So he pushes down on the gauze and putting pressure on it, and comes walking down this way.
Okay. All right. Winded.
Gonna shoot at this guy here.
Okay, those guys. Do you what's that one cover? 3/4. I just said he's
He's sharpshooter. He has sharpshooter.
So he neglects all
care,
that
yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. I roll a 10. But yeah, right.
In principle, it
Right.
In
Yeah,
principle, he could be a badass if he rolled correctly.
Yeah. So,
All right,
but,
orcs. The orcs turns. All right, excellent. This guy makes it to the beach and boogies.
yeah.
This guy just makes it to the beach but doesn't go anywhere. He just gets to
Is
there.
that 30 feet?
Sure. All right, boats. Jenna, who's rowing her boat, we'll just say she gets it over to the side. And Nordra.
Okay. I mean, I guess Nordra will jump into the water so he can get back into range, and then Thorn with him back into the water.
Damn, you're cold-blooded, dude. All right, go ahead.
It's non-lethal damage. I'm trying to take him captive.
I know what you're doing. It's still cold-blooded. You drag a man into the water as he's trying to run away.
He was trying to cut down
yeah,
random people.
yeah.
You got him. So you drag him back in. It's like the mob. Every time they just try and bring me back in. All right, cool. Silver Wolf, here comes the non-lethal damage.
Yeah, sure. I just drop my swords, pull out my bow, and shoot this guy.
All right, let's see what happens.
Nope, I miss.
Yeah, you sure do. Okay.
Your conscience.
I'm
Yeah.
just trying to avoid just a tough shot around Nordjor. He's pretty big.
That's all right, because the Reaper of Souls himself, 3 toes. It is your turn, sir.
I'm gonna shoot the guy out in the bush. Trying to get.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know. If I do that.
Oh yeah. There was just too much cover and leaves and stuff in the way. All
You
right.
guys rolled really well early in the combat, though. It's better
Yeah.
to roll good early than to roll good than late. So.
All right. Raleigh. Now, Raleigh, you did see that dude chug it over into the bushes over here.
So
But
yeah,
he was
as he-
carrying one of those axes that split you pretty good. Just
Perfect.
putting it there.
That's exactly so. In him starting to come back through it, he sees this orc run by with the axe, and he just has this flashback and rage. Like he still has the dragon's breath, so just electricity just fires up within him, and
Let's
he
see.
goes tearing off after that guy.
Okay, what's the range on Dragon's Breath?
It's a 15-foot cone.
Oh, it's only no. How far can it go though? Is it
That's
just-
like it's from me. Like I'm literally.
Oh, okay. All
It's like
right.
he's breathing it out.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so you can chug your movement.
All right. So what I'll do is I'll go regular move, and then I'll cast Chill Touch because it's not concentration. So I won't lose my Dragon's Breath.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, okay, it's still over the amount. All right, so chill touch, and is that the dex or no?
It's just an attack
Spell
roll.
attack.
Okay, that's right. And
But misses.
you miss him, yes. Okay.
He doesn't stop. He's sprinting, and he just like tries to throw it as he's sprinting, and doesn't stop to aim.
Yeah, that's basically it. You know, your arms kind of just bouncing around. So. Okay, all right, Wyndon, take
Wyndon
that
narrows
long ass shot.
He narrows his eyes. If you were looking at him, he looked like he was concentrating a little bit. He's aiming for dude in the bushes.
Okay.
Nice.
Come on!
Why are
Oh.
you rolling
Hey.
sharpshooter? You should just roll the non
Well, Even if I rolled regular, that one wouldn't have hit him. But yeah.
Yeah, Raleigh.
See, here's the thing though: if I hit him with normal, he won't die. So
Go big or go home. I respect it.
yeah.
And Raleigh, you hear he goes zipping by you. All right, orcs. Okay, this guy is goner, buddy. He's into the woods and
Yeah.
chugging hardcore out. Wow, oh no, there's this guy. He goes again, gets to the beach. He's about there. Okay. Boats, don't worry about Jenna. She's on the other side. We're not going to do anything there. Norjor, whip his ass. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, so I should have been doing this earlier anyways, but I'll use my bonus action to move the flaming sphere down just in case.
Okay.
So it'll be about like halfway between right there. Norjor will then continue to swim towards shore at half speed, so that's about 15-ish. It's just there-ish. Right there.
Yeah. For the sake of argument, we're going to say you're right there. I know
Okay. Sure. We've been guesstimating all of them, so that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll thorn whip again to drag him back into the water if I can.
Okay. Go ahead.
And well, no. First, before I do that, I'll shout in Orcish again. Do not resist, or you will die.
All right. Hold on. Let me do. I just want to make a roll. I mean, you've pulled his ass into the water twice now. He actually stops.
Okay. Good to know. I'm going to thorn him with him into the water.
Silver rubber on his ass.
I mean, I need to knock him unconscious. I'm not just leaving an orc free. He's got his great axe or something. So I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna try to hit him. Does that hit?
Oh, yeah, that hits. Okay.
Excellent. Non-lethal damage. 3 piercing.
Oh, let's see here.
And then it's 10 feet back into the water.
All right. Motherfucker.
But I'm gonna try to do it in like a way that's like obvious that I'm not trying to kill him. So I'll like lash around one of his legs and just pull him to me.
That's
and
not the problem. The problem is all that bolts and arrows that keep zipping by.
I'll shout out to the others. Is like, I have prisoner.
Everybody roll a perception if you care that you heard that.
3 toes.
All right, so Silverwolf, it's your turn.
Shoot an arrow. Damn it, I miss him.
Miss him, dude. You miss him. Okay.
And then I'm gonna sort of jump in and then use my movement as far as I can over here to help head toward him.
3 toes.
I'll play along and try to shoot non-lethally.
All right, go ahead.
So I missed then. Well, actually,
Yeah, you missed.
He's beside an ally. So don't I have advantage?
No, you have sneak
That's
attack.
sneak attack.
If you
I
hit.
have my sneak advantage. Yeah.
So you can hit.
Yeah, the advantage would come if, for one, he hadn't attacked yet and you're using your
Yeah.
sass, or if he was surprised, which he's neither.
He's neither. Yeah.
Okay, Raleigh.
Raleigh goes tearing off into the woods after that guy.
Okay, give me a perception roll. Actually, give me a. Well, yeah. What the hell? What's the perception? Yeah, give me that roll first.
Can't.
Yeah. Okay. You're seeing no visible signs as you tear ass into it to begin with. You're basically in woods.
All right.
All
He's
right?
still going.
Okay.
He's not running on rational thinking.
All right. Wyndon.
With my 14, did I hear Nordor before? Nordor?
Let's see. No, you're too far away. Because
I
let's
know,
see.
you're like all the way
You're
across.
way-
I didn't think so, but
Yeah,
I
you're-
tried. So since
see.
I didn't hear him, I'll just be like, well, all right.
So this is what happens. All right. So you whip him with the whip again. You pull him towards you. He gets into the shallows. He drops to his knees. I surrender to you, great blue man. And then a bolt just zoom right to his eye, and he just falls back into the water.
Nordor like looks over and he can't see. I assume he can't see Wyndon or can't see him very clearly. He doesn't know who shot that. He's like, What the fuck, man?
Yeah,
That's not what he
That-
says, but that's like he doesn't actually say anything. He's just like,
that's the look he gives.
Says it with his eyes.
If I had heard you, I wouldn't have fired, but I didn't. So
no, I understand. It's totally fine.
Okay, at that point, I'm back up. Raleigh, you start running blindly into the woods. The branches and the leaves are smacking you and whatnot, and you bust through some underbrush and some low hanging branches into a clearing, and the clearing is full of flowers, not fires, wildfire.
bit of
Ah.
difference.
You're surrounded by flame.
and you stop and for a second because there's no enemy, you don't see the orcs, and it's just the beauty of wild flowers in the sunshine, and it makes you stop for a second and
Raleigh falls
realize-
to his knees.
all right.
So the only
Excellent.
question I have is Michael pretending to be Three Toes or Edward Scissorhands?
Okay, check it out. 3 toes, 3 daggers. All right? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that being said, everything winds down. I take it Raleigh comes stumbling back to the shore at some point.
Yeah.
And actually, Jenna even comes over with the boat, picks you up, brings you back over to the other side of the shore at that point in time, too. And basically, you wind up having a conversation with a bunch of weird-looking baby sailors. who
Please tell me they have tattoos that say "mom."
Of course they do. And another tattoo with a baby bottle.
As they can have a conversation, I'm going to be up here just with the butt of my dagger smashing orcs in the face and collecting a tooth from each and putting it in my pouch.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over and say again, sufficiently gruesome.
Well,
As any normal
yeah.
person would do.
Yeah, Silverwolf's doing his Silverwolf stuff. And then, so basically, one of the guys who kind of like asserts himself as the most in control of the sailors comes over and just starts. Jenna does step up in front to talk to him, basically. He's expressing his gratitude to her for thanks so much. It's like if you guys hadn't come along, I'm sure we would have been dead meat to all them orcs. Blah blah blah. And she's like, tell them don't worry about it. There's still enough of the sailors left because not all the sailors on the first ship were killed. That they're able to continue onward up north because they have supplies. They have supplies for the Atena resistance against the Stone Fist people and whatnot, so they're just going to keep going up north. They say thank you very much and head on.
Wyndon says, the best way to say thanks is coin.
So they give you guys some extra rations,
Ah.
and
We're gonna get paid in rations this whole campaign.
so far. Oh wait, there's plenty more to come.
Mhm.
And then Jenna gets you guys, collects you up, and you make it across the Artansami River from where you guys were actually in the Duchy of 10. So you were, I don't know if you've taken a look at the maps or anything, you were kind of hell and far gone from actually where originally everything happened in the county of Ernst. And you make it into the actual Bandit Kingdoms. You're on foot, no horses, because the horses couldn't be brought across. And Jenna actually has some, it's not healing potion, but she has some healing salve. Or salve, however you want to say it. And she's going to put some on. Who all got hurt in that?
I
almost
got
died. I hope you know.
It might have
I
just
got-
been Raleigh.
I lost 9.
I
No, I
think
lost
so.
9.
Oh, you
HP.
got
I
hit
don't know why
too,
I
that's
went
right.
back to. It should have been. Yeah.
Okay, so Raleigh, you take 10.
All right.
Wyndon, you got 2. Sorry.
I got 2. Awesome.
2.
All right. I'm at 24 then.
Jenna got 8 back. So let's see.
D12. All right.
I know. Sorry, dude.
That's
Sorry.
cool, man. It's better than nothing.
Right? Okay, so she was just she's got plenty of hit points though, so she's not too shabby. But it cleans up and seals her wounds and whatnot. So, and so you guys are actually on the other side, and she's Teju is like, all right, well we're gonna. Oh, hold on a second. All right, well we're gonna start heading out real quick here because one of them's orcs got away, and essentially there's bound to be more of them around here if that wasn't the whole war band that was sent out. So we're going to move through the rest of the day and a good portion, maybe even the night, depending on how things work out. So, and that's it, gentlemen. That's where we're going to go ahead, and we are going to draw to a close episode 2. You guys are actually in. Dun, dun, dun. You're back in the Bandit Kingdom.
We've returned to the Bandit Kingdoms, as it were.
Woo!
All right, that's it. We're done. Game's over.
Yeah, good game.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, thanks for playing, everybody. So,
George
Yep,
W. Bush style.
yep. So we will go ahead and pick back up there next Tuesday. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's watched, everybody who's tuned in. If not, feel free to go and visit our Facebook page, which is Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, of course. And go ahead and join up and tell us anything you want to hear about it. If you want us to see something or give a shout out, have any technical tips for people that will remain nameless. And that's about it. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in and watching, and we will see you next Tuesday.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.